Nko e birin somonda ninja kalo min nin dongo be sirin koma sa no be do ko la koma nga fabura mala text message do jana tan na mobile ko akon na sunkar domoro ayole kina ngata balwo ngata kamana sa mbo de silo kan ko du be nyini nanin fitiri be
ya ala ko je
yaje
ka birin somonda be ja halde je wote bo be na ko tilo
mina sa ne fitaro sen ya
ha sen ya ko to
Assalamu alaikum moro abe nyaadi kortan nko mbeddo ko lan kankan kono sai non kibaro nata na mobile kono message o e konsina na sunkar balwol kama balwola bitikoto dukara jibe min keta sukuro ni mano ni tulo ni jabo ni fento mal ma koy dukare ta ma koy bamba abarka badul dannon balu wala bitiki do fananti Gambia kono jang bari be wayrin banko karo be la birin koy na fo katon momondin damin sutiyate tala ikata woloto oto momorondi be tubabu du foy diwlom bam foy barindi nom bam foy munom alta baluwo alkasandiro ka la moliye je yena baluwo la dulal to yalla fenta andu ne sandiro ka baluwo ma fo euro tansay dol ko euro tansay e ka 5 euro la kay ka fo minna ko la fandan wala voucher wo inole mina bitu koto luwolu non ni yasandiro ke may sake la fandante pour yata andung ni sambar ko e batandi ya jakal ko fanan soto balu wala karola ye taxi service soto wa taxi service wo fanan kela fen sambano la foya batatije toratije ini sabo nyoto membe dendin kaspa wala lo credit ko anim fenjama simentol nin ku kote nyon jama baluwo kanyum fanan be sono andi no molele badul be duniya dawda al sasa no alla molele nin sunkaro kono felentin ta tankata batalan tankata tilola torola nata baluwo nganda fen be sot momo damin sutiyate le dro tawoto baluwo ko nin kuntuta nyaadi min ka kumfal ni lafta ka ku ko lon baluwo la kwoto ibe tin samla min tole ela juluba fankol e ka fo minna ko www.baluwo.com ni etin samje dore ka baluwo la kullo ni la kuwo bele lo batati je alngata minto baluwo.
Islamic microfinance is becoming an increasingly popular mechanism for poverty alleviation, especially for developing countries around the world. This microfinance service adheres to the principles of Islam as a form of social responsibility. Yona Islamic Microfinance is the Islamic microfinance of choice in the Gambia, trustworthy and reliable. At Yona Islamic Microfinance, we provide savings products, current accounts, financing products in conformity with Islam. In addition, Yona Islamic Microfinance also offers local and international remittances, takaful fund, management of zakat, management of awqaf, trading and investment, and building of strategic partnerships to bring financial services to the doorstep of the poor with donor projects, madrasas, youth organizations, women groups, and farmer organizations. Make a choice with Yona Islamic Microfinance today. For more information on Yona Islamic Microfinance, call 377-2151 or 9832-151 or visit Yona head office at Tipa Garage, Bakote, or visit any Yona branch located countrywide near you.
kuya za kennol hanni solar lampol make it sloka kenda manila fala solar enterprise fodo do mun gole nyim banko kanje be mun to e
sumanu baro gunjurun ko ikonga fale ko namu badabanta ila bla solar la ni gambia beno gambia la solar enter na solar enterprise sola ni battery kendo courant de dasala kaboro sinenamo kagise na odila amira sola enter na sola enter na sola enterprise jaliwo sola kende soto yeah jali man fofena o sola kende soto. Enterprise sumanu baro kunjurun ko.
All right, thank you very much and welcome. This is Kerr Fatou and we are broadcasting live from the of course National Assembly in Banjul. My name is Buba Gajigo. Of course, we are here to witness the swearing-in ceremony of the National Assembly members. Of course, for the day, I'll be joined, of course, by Mustafa Cisse here, who is my boss. Of course, he is with me already here. But just to remind you that you are watching Kerr Fatou live, and we are in Banjul at the National Assembly. First, we are going to bring you a brief history about the National Assembly of the Gambia, and also we will give you the agenda of the day, of course, what will happen here at the National Assembly, and also the election of NAMS here. You know that not election, but then of course the Speaker and the Deputy Speaker will be elected here. We will bring you that proceeding here at the National Assembly. And then also we are going to bring you interviews of other people also here, maybe National Assembly members and other prominent people that are here to witness this important gathering. First, my boss, good morning.
Thank you. Good morning, Buba. Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be part of the swearing-in or the panel that's going to oversee or is going to bring to our viewers the swearing-in ceremony of the 6th legislature. We remember recently over the weekend we have 53 National Assembly members elected across the country, across the 53 constituencies across the country. So today they will take the oath of office before they start or they compose what we call the 6th legislature. Once again, I'm happy to be with you here in Banjul.
That is very correct. That is, of course, Mustafa Cisse, and of course, he is with me here. The second to the agenda, we will just give you a brief, as I mentioned, history of the National Assembly of the Gambia. Mbadingol ngal tentu kal jey baki momobe Kerr Fatou jibe kanyen tembenna mba falale ko al bismillah mbe damen science intenten wolem National Assembly ti mialon ka frentim Banjul bidu mullu neti mialon ko lum balem Gambia banko kanjang ali alon ne bilem National Assembly members sol mialon ko mole carte fay wolle bilem lungoti mialon ko be kalendila bari bire fanan e dammale be carte fayo kala prokaje ko dron e be tombondiro ke jumale be kala speaker ti bari jumale fanan be kala deputy speaker ti be fanan tombonna jambile be itendiro fanan kala National Assembly member kutol la mialon ko ye wolle tombon e la constituency to taring carte fo la mialon ko aketa fan amamme wotombe wonati dale bari follow be tari ko demandi natale jande meduna kol kono be ndambos fanan murundi la prokaje ko dron ase kudol natale ali alon ko National Assembly mi alon ko wolebe Gambia banko kanjang membal mil kataraja katale fo motan lulu aning sey nyongol wolle kataraje andon sanji lulu nyongol e ka woleke député bungoto jandin carte fay dobe kala Gambia la ki ate loi da bungoñi akatama wole nyama ñi motan tanlulu anin sabol lu molleti mi alon ko molleke tombon carte fole ka ke police tombon andum mo lulu bijele mi alon ko président wole ketol ta pour kaje ko don assez nominate akatama wole nyama ka tari ko demanding fale na National Assembly nata nyamen Gambia banko kanjang jandembe dunna kolu fan kono nsa fono Gambia banko kanjang bum follow mi alon ko alota ja ketanu 1964 sangola kabring carte fo ketanu ko siran tan saba anim fula wo tumola kanyim bo kumandi House of Representative lan wo tumoy ka kumandi wala nyama kabring carte fo ketanu mile gagneri basuto nunje walem sa Dawda Kairaba Jawara la party o kamin kumandi People's Progressive Party jamali yelom PPP la wo tumola sa Dawda Kairaba Jawara wole nyaton ka ya nun ko carte fo folo keta kabring a ketanung ko fana ko wolem carte forte mi alon ko folo keta o ketanung in 1962 sangola nung o kola independent in 1965 iko PPP hani wo nyama tendentale pour kaje ko ka House of Representative wo tumola ka bunga nyin kumandi wala nyama min keta National Assembly iko pour ka siran jamalu gagneje annum fana carte fay dol keta National Assembly in 1966 dol keta in 1972 do keta in 1977 do keta in 1982 anu do keta in 1987 kata fo 1992 wo tumola fay ko opposition lu fanan ke dabula jele bari ko PPP le ka jamaata men keta sa Dawda Kairaba Jawara la nyaton ka ko iko Jawara la mansakunda iko inata coup d'état 1994 coup d'état mi alon ko nun to president min bota jam fa dictator jamali alon ala ya jamme iko wole coup d'état nyaton kayano iko constitution o kabirate nata iko ay wo stop le num fang iko anum fana kamin kumandi House of Representative wolem nying député bungoti aya dissolve wolem nyindi ko ka janjang iko kabring nata coup d'état fana iko political activity solo mi alon ko lebe num Gambia banko kanjang fonfo be kala politico koti Gambia jang ika be janjang num wolem nyindi tuwabol kamin kumandi aya ban aman song fonfo feke iko andung ay ban ke fanan ko ay ban ke fanan constitution wala wolem maral bukoti mi alon ko wolle benum Gambia banko kanjang andung adabe party wol kono fanan mi alon ko aman song wole tama PPP kadafo Gambia People's Party ke kumandi GPP la kadafo National Convention Party meri ba mi alon ko ka kumandi NCP la iko nyin be mu party woleti mi alon ko aman song ye tama ngo tumola kabring ay coup d'état keno inata carte fawo ke min keda député carte fawti iko January karo atili folo 1997 sangola nung iko Jammela Alliance of Patriotic Reorientation and Construction min keda APRCT iko gagnero ke sirantan saba anin sabala iko sirantan lulu anin nanol mi alonko yo wolle lota iko ala APRC sirantan saba anin sababe aya gagnele iko opposition o min keda United Democratic Party la wo tumola nunde iko tole siran woro wula gagné num wo wato la fang iko fanan siran fula National Reconciliation Party NRP yo gagné kada fo independent fanan iko wo fanan siran fula gagné People's Democratic Organization for Independence and Socialism jamali kumandi PDOIS la iko wole siran kilene gagné num wo tembola Independent Electoral Commission jamal ke kumandi IEC la inata bano nyim bondi PPP kang GPP aning NCP August karo 2001 sangola nung ya bondi kang kari lulu janning carte fobe kala min kera député carte fawti mi alon ko le nyanta lala o kang iko April karo atiri woro wulo 2017 sangola nung akam tele ko IEC ye announcement o ke ko eko UDP ye majority gagné bari siran tan lulu anin sabol eko to le tan saba anin killing ye wolle gagné 2017 sangola nung Mustafa kam tele ko nyinem brief history te mi alon ko sanati National Assembly interesting je
abarka baka buba yakata baka nyinka hani me mammabe ay nyim bengto bi kay fon fe an ko nyanta ka long nan député bu ngoro jang ya kunta sudandi mo abarka baka la wala wala ko mo seriata baka la
wala mtonyati saying ngalon drong mbina of course be murana janne bari ngalon ne ko of course carte fayolu ketale saying sina be bulalam agenda nying mi alon ko mbe wole natila bi ngamira abe bulle na entre bure ken pour nga jenda nyindi mo la mi alon ko wole nyanta kala bi
ya futandi mo do bam bujambe tani nga jibe tar
all right no problem so bidung nga molbe interest la bake pour ka long munebe kala National Assembly to jang wala mu to wal kamen kumandi agenda bidung follow ko be duwa ba ko commencer la duwala ko second agenda muminti walem communications from the chair mo mi alon ko lebe be ngonyim fango nyaton kayala ko abe ko dayella election of speaker ko walem agenda sabanjangoti walem nyinti ko carte fo ke pour ka joko don ka speaker tombong anin deputy speaker walem agenda sabanjangoti the agenda nani nyang walem nyinti ko administration of oath for speaker walem nyinti ko ka speaker nyin kalindi ando mimbe o kala walem Lord Chief Justice ti Gambia Banko Kanjang fare ko Chief Justice leave the chair for the speaker wotumola ko Chief Justice fanambe abe sirango nyimbula la speaker pour woyena si bayre wotumola ya tombonne ko sayen atlem député bungola speaker ti lulu nyango agenda kono albe min sotela jam fanan wolem nyindi ko a maiden speech by the speaker speaker nyim fanande ko abe diamulale pour mole mi alon ko lenata jang ani molu mi alon ko leba jibe kay ko abe diamule yenne election of deputy speaker wo fanan ko o fanan be kala woto election of deputy speaker ko wole mu fan agenda woro jangoti woto akam tele ko election of speaker wolem jenda saban jangoti bari agenda woro jang wolem election of deputy speaker wo fanan be kala agenda ela kayto kono number 7 woro wulan jang mimbi je wolem nyinte ko administration of oath for deputy speaker and members elect wolem nyinde ko be kalendiro kala deputy speaker la mialon ko lebe tombonna jambi annum fanan iba kalendi la fanan andong ando iba kalendi la fanan andong 8 momenti wolem apruka a John wolbe kum fala woltola fo kote ke ebrel karwa tritang aning konontola akam tele ko Mustafa is a long day avec kala long day balti ni tariko jube National Assembly ala tariko to jama incumbent wala ka siran jama soto nga jawara la tariko jele aka sirangol tanu nyame nata ya jameje mi alon ko tele benu njang aka député bungo dominate no nyame nata da fo in 2017 wo tumola coalition be kering United Democratic Party siran tan saba anin killing yi wala gagné bari wo tumola nun ini incumbent la kobe nyo konole bari nyinan akam tele ko incumbent nta fono lay ko li nyaton kale bari opposition ol be ni ka fu nyoma itolle ya dang ay siran tan anin kononto ay siran tan anin sey ay wolle soto nyin député carte fa wala mi alon ko wala tambita especially Banjul yani siran wa soto ja
buwajin keta kawa koti ya komi ya fo nyama bolo nya ni ajibe kototo man sakunda membe siring ni nara député carte fa wala ni siran tallul ni sabo nya kamen soto je a nyobori nyol buga soto sa oppositionol ba mi nyinanta kata kawa koti temo abuka absolute majority soto wala ko ka threshold soto ko mentara fo tannan nim fen o kake bari nyinanta nyodo famata kala ni ajibe president barola parti ni wala NPP di itole tannin sele soto kabo tallul ni sabakono ni ajibi ni botoro yana nyobori nyoba menketa United Democratic Party ti woliye tanni lul soto abo siran kono ni botoro yana NRP nyin muk moldi mi alam president barola party ku ke nyol le mudi National Reconciliation Party wala Muhammad Bala Mula Kebar wole siran nan soto kabo nyin tallul ni sabo kono ni boto je yana People Democratic Organization for Independence and Socialism jama safo ko doy manyin carte fay tambila presidential carte fay tambila Halifa men nyaton kaya wole siran fula soto e siranol men son mina e siranol soto dawda minawol foto minawol tore ni bodo ina APR soto Alliance for Patriotic Reorientation and Construction woliye sirang fula soto nyin tomal memo Gambia Moral Congress ti Gambia National Unity Party Gambia Democratic Congress CA GFA wol dodo mo siran soto e siranol me ay ko mollonde dinkral me ay mollonde je o e mam siran soto je bad ni dara mol me ay lo re fay hanara nyin dolbi je ka folle je kefan kuman men bad ni dara IEC to safi ko be lo kay kun kilingole e government independent woltara sirang tang anim fula aboko mi ka kumo kunto sutandi ne siran tannin sey siran tannin lulu siran nani siran fula ani siran tannin fula ni o kafu woltara siran tan saba siran tan tal lulu ani saba isa fadi 53 seats nyimbe kono nyen kafu nyoka meala ko masakunda nyobori nyoya kan wala siata comme kuma la soudé sabe ko opposition majority wala be gambia la parliament anyim kulati meala to wol sabe ramification ol soto wala jaw ay kulo soto meala ko jawmal bala kuya soto le ay dia soto na la dial mu kul dial bi jabar kuya bi jama ko wala siata abol ko no meka ko kula ni masakunda bul meala be siring kadum biala ko national assembly ya fresh wala be korom bi je danim be on ko men kadati aning la fresh na kula meala ko mo nanga mo be mialan ko e nyanda sonna ko nyi janden ko nyi be lola national assembly o mo kulel mialan president baro hanata na denyol be kafte la patin be je e mo aussi a denyol mol kamen fo wolem NRP di kamen men be koyri ana denyol dol kamen fa NRP e ko independent dol bi jel wol o be koyla ni nata nanya fo soto fo mo soto bari nata yata ade nyodol be mialan ko man siran soto wala PPP nu siran dantambe bul parliament jas bare e man siran soto sanjang so abe ko sang NRP la mon parti de mialan ko ade nyol men bi jang a wala siran nano ni o ka fat la siran tanin seo kan abe kala siran mo anim fulalde abe ko hansa da sotale e sulata men na pro e la kuelo jang national assembly ya
interesting cabinet national assembly carte fa keda ngalombe dunna listo kono le nyaato demande pour ka fo moli jumalem national assembly member kutoldi bayra kam tele ko speaker fo min keda Mariam Jack dententi ba falin nale kada fo modu El Camara fanan atakela deputy speaker di Sane sorry atakela deputy speaker di Kotegam boden nga jele ko listo findita anu state house fango nata ñu confirm le ko fa Bakary Tombon Diatta yatel nominate pour ka speaker di despite ngalo ne ko election o nyanta kala janne bi of course Sidi Ndiaylem deputy speaker di anata modol nominate mil boko Fatmata Jawara mi alon ko ala constituency fango wol man sonkata pour ka kala député di bara nyama aya nominate le anata Maimouna Cissé Dabo fananta ka nominate mi alon ko do ko bake di National People's Party especially ila diaspora annin carte fo mi alon ko le tambita kada fo kebalam fofana mi alon ko niajibe baro the youth for national development mo de tarikoto mo le mi alon ko ay do ko ke baroyede nieni sirangol jube wala nie nomination o jube president nyanta mil nominate la a wulta min kama wala nyinti ko pour ka je ko mo le mi alon ko ya lanjurol soto police representative soto national assembly bari molu mi alon ko fana dia di minority especially christianol itol fana nyanta representative sol soto la national assembly ngajele ko christianol e man namanke nene freda gobesti e man contest ni national assembly carte fo mi alon ko wala tambita nganena freda gomez ngate long aninga Victor Jara and also Banjula Mr Johnson Banjula Lyndon B Johnson ade fana contest bari nyilbe mo leti mi alon ko man gagné so mojimal kam fo wolem nyintiko a nyanta kala nun kuleti mi alon ko president nyanta yinjibela one a nyanta dis mo mi alon ko ala ay lanjuro soto dis mi alon ko they are differently able at least a representative de la fula mo mi alon ko abe musolu represent the national assembly a nyanta o fanan tombonda aning the elderly people mi alon ko kebala mollem mi alon ko nyanta o fanan kala molleti mi alon ko a nyante tombonna pour que mo bari instead akamutale ko abe molle jokan ela doko la ay minke jamale wole fo nyim manke nak maka wolte abe molle jokan ela doko la mi alon ko ay wole ke instead
ha bo to nyala ba kabring abelari wol nyani nata banku tamando banko banku tamando kulati mi alon ko banko buka tamandi kumfe nin ko buka tamandi kumfe wolen ka tata la wata e mata lori malo ni sarlo kan banku tamando ka lori sarlo kan abol ko wolen banko la luwalde abol ko wolen banko la marlam bay ka me constitution oni ay landiro ko kuku ni ba kala so ni photo ko don comme de ba tamandi ke kunne fi aniya ke don jama bije ini shawa bo ko wolen nata men na buka ke comme ila kuma kan don nga ngam kulan tan tombo je wala mol mi alon ko abaka ni na national assembly wala député mo roja kata fo mo tallulu anin sey bar tan lulu anin saba wala karrew ka fay wolle say lulo nyim president ko wolle tombon ando tombon do ni constitutional senen le ko mo jumal le nyande tarlaje o mol ni kafu yow lulol nyin kafu tallul ni sabaka wala ka tallul ni seti o lul mo lulol kono mo fula ka tare me ko ke député kundon ko député bungola nyaadon ko ka fa speaker do fana ka radio wala ka ke elan speaker no malan ko ka fa deputy speaker nyin mo molel di me alon ko bo e nyande ko molel mi alon ko mo dawla male nyanta ka wolele babol safu the people of impeccable character mol mi aye dawlo soto ni nata banku doku wala ito man no kuto ni nata banku do mi an koy banko ela doku wala banko ela doku wala palasol to aydan koy katata banko le je bu katata hamade kunkino je bu katata moye je e bu ka fatam faso samane nan man kuka banko ka mi an ko ay kola ko samana banko dingol ba bar jani ku jani ka tenden katani modo ni ajibe sain a Fabakary Tombong Jatta ani Sidi Njie ni mo molel mi an ko kabriye to Tombong kuma da ba kuma ba keri mo jama findire yela wosi da ita sa konteni dendal be blado mashallah nda kibar bunna mo jama ne ko yakku so de ka borna jele ye kuma jama fo mi alon ko ame kumpa anu ngala men yetomba me kumpa ba janin ka tele ko do ngaji be sai ko mi alon ko sartol mi alon ko men nyande ka moludo foyo ma fala bang abor ko mi alon ko persons with disabilities comme mo mi alon ko alma tulanye la njur tol mi alon ko la kafo nanata be lole karu ni manke ni comme man taraw mol kono kafo ko ne bu kala dimingolo bande mo bon la kafo ko nalo rajam parliament abela dimingolo la ko la ko la bo la france lo la ko ni molulo le men tomba tije ba hanin bimbe masakunda be ten plus o molul tambila me alon ko men the fifth legislature men banta mo be de yasi bije de yasi akata baka jan kabana na bar sainte momentum mo me alon ka boda ka foko membe kala kon de yasi jang o tije o mun ni ku yat o mu kula di me alon ko masakunda wala president baro alaw tombo ndonyo o mambeng na bodo fana mo nyanda tarlaw musol kono o mo nyanda taraw tombo o molulo ko me alon ka nyanda lo musol toje musol kafo anyanda ka moldi me alon ko anyanda lonna komi ka mamma musol ko la bak ay mel tombo jang ni mo le me ka mamma farmara jawra ala moli e bangatole abe dam ala moli e bangatole ni o tombo yo samana kam abe ko ye dimin kero ye ko kafuje amanda ko tawol ka adding salt to the injury say maymuna sisa dabo maymuna molo mi alon ko aya samba nak npp komi musol la kula komi banko kam mama banko musol la kula kam mama banko musol la kula bake asikeno bari mo jama be e mo fo mo le mem ko e malo wala kula wala jamaay men fo wolen ko president baro ya tombo ne opposition pour tombo mo ne pour NPP je ke balam fana moldi me isa fo no ke bala nyanta na fondingel to bari ya bondi namendo o manke gambia banding fondingel bela kafol so ko ka kumo sudande nyina mol me alon ni ajibe ko mol la foro nyina fo ko mi president la tombo ndro ani sartol manta me alon ko anyanda ka wala nyaba ni nata ko mi ko men tambita
interesting because ngajele ko fenke Fabakary kabring ngarima in 2016 kabring ya jame be state of emergency dun la Fabakary wala approve national assembly to jang mo nyamal be mi foka wala mindi ko mo be kam vari nyin kamale wo state of national assembly fango ay mo jamal le kijo farandi dol niyo bota woto bayring borol ketale dol tuta accident woto anem fenkolu Sidi Njie fanang jama ye ko ya fu nyamen ala interview ol mi alon kay wolle ke na fintita diamuta jamal bi jele ki joka farano mol kana mo kana mol miskot ma fa ko Sidi Njie manke mo kendoti ma fa ko manke Gambia dingoti ma fa ko manyanna praso marala but is it the right time wala is it the right place and nyanta tarawol to science and tenting ne national assembly bungo jubi ala composition o be nyamen science and ten ya jibe APRC farata fulalti ya national assembly member fulale soto Joshua Nimbundum yena jibe Noto Alliance ye fonyi be gagnele ye carte ye sid lulu walem siran lulu ye wala gagné fonyi kono fatam fanso be wol temale mol sonta manson fatam fanso be tomal yena APRC fango jube itol ning United Democratic Party afatam fanso be jele United Democratic Party jibe ini NPP tema fatam fanso bijele mol fo mol si son nyinna sayndum yena mo nati mi alon ko atebe president Barrow support kan aning NPP speaker yake woti deputy speaker fana yake moti mi alon ko abe president Barrow le support kan aning NPP ya mera nyinte kala kuti mi alon ko asifit na jama wulindi no le Gambia banko kanjam
buba nyimo kulati mi alon ko asifit no wulindi no le ni nata mank ni ko fitno komi mi ka banko be tora mamira ba komi ni nata si kawali komi waliyo wulu no le national assembly dinklar ni ko waliyo belan ko mol sabu mol to kala kankilende kad ni nata ngana Fabakary le mu wata APRC party woto to le majority in legislative for legislature Fabakary atelemu ila majority leader ni Fabakary le mu komi nyaato me yan ko wolle buyta atelemu la nyaato ko anun kabri be state of nation or state of emergency la banko kam yan for 90 days Fabakary akku nyaato kaya wo sababta mo jamala kabri sababta mo jamala wuda wala kata Senegal anin banko dol to modol je nietu do kan wo kamala dol ko Fabakary o kamale ko Fabakary kule kam banko me yalan ko hana ku kendo ko balala komi ala last public engagement o nyi ay jama torale ko kamala jama han sa ndol bi yow ni ko yawo dol ko me diminama bamulo ko amanga manyan kala moti me nyanta nal assembly ni bolo ena Sidou Ndiaye hakilo bak kabrin Serif Bojang the former information minister kabra e fonyo Sidou Ndiaye leta as information minister Sidou Ndiaye ay wotumo ala lord lam wala ngabelare jammele kan hanata banko mu femba e kardo fay Adam Baroe coalition to kaji ko ayna Sidou Ndiaye the will of the people balante wala tumo ko jamme will ko Adam Baro te kalin la jang anata ko jamme will not step down wala jamme te jila wala te sembo la Adam Baro hanata molu ye carte o diala nyawnya nay kuma ko ni la ka kototandi wala bita point newspaper January on the 12th la publication on point newspaper na be je ni ma jinde baral hard copy be kede me amol be cheikha Sidou Ndiaye la fa ko jammete jila o tumo la be jam wala balante gambie mol la ila falindro men o Sidou Ndiaye kilo nyamal la ba wana kabri o jama kija fara o tumo ni ko tele kana mala ko kar kana diam tele to o tumo kame mobile kara tele jibe kan so mol ko nyin kamal Sidou nyime ko ay silango aning dimina comme aning toro ay dundi mol sondo mo kono ni toro ko kamala Sidou manyanka kenyi mol ya wala fo andu ni na ko mi ngafo speaker ni deputy speaker la kuma national assembly ni nyande kala mol de mi alon ko harama ni manti ma banyande ka mo ni mo nyande ka mobe kuke nyolti ani mobe kuke nyo wala amka dati bila dime mo kuke nyola amka dati bila fe na ya kuke nyo ya bi alla kuke nyo ya ta sabati ska nyinde ka doku birin kunune komi kumala suriya ko Sidou ani Fabakary ma bi no doku o kamala mo jama e kawol di abel kon mi alan harame nyantolem e ka diamu wala ko Fabakary ani Sidou nyanta ye tombando men kele e nyanta ka bayele hani tarafan dol fongol ye kawdi national assembly e ko national assembly men beje e se kay kumani ka ko bi altule nyanda ka sonyi na carte nyanda carte fa la fal sondal fal man so ka ko ala fo ko mansong isaja ya falen kadu nyimo molti mi alan ko aman sarto ma fa pour que nyadon ko de national assembly dol fana ko nakere je ko abe ko kolanda baro bullet kadu yaron kama absolute majority soto anu kamala je ko ate mo tanin sele soto asulata modul la pour que ni the total of the majority soto in national assembly so mol ko o mu kulat mi ala ko kolan kadi ko sa ni nata Fabakary la ko Fabakary ini baro la kafnyo wala nda APRC Fatou soto ka fe noto yana noto alliance movement ni wala ne Fatou anu wolle foni gagner kunun do ba fo ko nya ko foni akonya ko foni mobe sikafu ela député be sika ko baro ko mealen ko le refo independent akonya fo foni kay mo ne wora akonya mi molati mealen ko ila kafo baro APRC la kafo baro wala ni to soro ta woro kamala itolte sonna kanya ngay ko sai na atara komi yaka komi dole yaka nyamen kabo pati do ako sila ko to ka sare ko to sila ko ka sare ko wala men yanon ko boda pati do de sound pati do la moliye bada ko ni carte fay nana wol fana la mol be banedo askeno nyimbe ko kulti mi alake be hakilo tulato ba
to nyalem bidu mulum kumba balti ngalo ne ko ku kuma bale be caring of course Mustafa National Assembly to jam wolem député kalendiroti anin ka speaker nin deputy speaker ke elek bari bi mu April 14 neti April 14 dum manke luntante Gambia banko kan jangalo ne wo lungole solo sandengol mi alon koy botanum ka finti mbedolo kan min sunta ta fongola sa ala je medwala alama ne manin kafarkela of course am solo Sunday Fatmata Jawara mi alon ko President Baro ya tele nominating ade fananda be kafo kono nun mi alon ko wolle fintira nun kada fo nogo njaay falan sonko wolu nyilbe mo molleti mi alon ko fintiral num pour kaaje ko ka fo pour electoral reforms way soro Gambia banko kanjang way soro Gambia banko kanjang bari bi akam tale ko dol bi jele ye butele min keda bala fa balti wotu mola dictator benun jang dol bi jele ifata ko kono andum Gambia ko damma letol wolindi nun wotu mola pour ka finti ka lo ka fo ko fintila pour kata jame fezo mo kuleti mi alon ko aman so nianum mo jamal le bije wotu mola mi alon ko ibe mabaru ning e mantra findi kan bari solo sandengol nogoy njaay wol Fatmata Jawara wol kata fo mo kotengol inimil fintita nun wotu mola wolle hanita ka finti e fintita annum fanan itata ya jame fez ye muta ye dolu bute ye dolu bije ku jaw ba kella dolu bije mi alon koy fata je min keta solo sandem fangote be duwala alama ne manin kafar kelaay woto April 14 mu lum baleti Gambia banko kanjang nde sino la nyim platform woto watara man fango fen kacaje April 14 mu bileti Mustafa
ha e toñala baka bo yo fo kumada te komin dalta ka fo mole nyama hakilo baka woto tumala menna tumodo sorda mi alan kon nakkiba tala dol be mol boyte kan do e nyininka ha ngay ko ni nata na bankola lwa na londo man fon ka bar ngamel lon kisi sura ni mol diamde mi alan ko e lualo wala ko nothing worth assault komi kuman jari mo man yan kukele membatina ite kunkilina eta e boya kan e kukala mi alan ka ba balo diminal na bankola maral lan kan won fo wala momo e ko kuje komi ni moy kukela mi alan ko wala kuje mi ala ko yade nyanda mun kala you resort to judicial means constitutional means so wala biye ñu ne kule ko baro tumole be kere o tumo be alan ko o buka o silol di mi alan silo bukata kan mon be loi bunda do mi alan ni taraje ibe mole je mi alan ko le sindije e buka ku ko mi alan ko ayola wala dia nyo wali nyoya o kamala ñun ye banko dinke ndeyata ka do banko dinke ande momo ye lote la banko e fo e tora ko soro yelote kaje ko la banko ma fo e kun kaje ko la banko kun e la banko wala nafa nyaawo nya o banko dinke ndeyal fo nara toro soro ko ka bo soro lo kana modul fatmata jawra o be lole fe kan ni ko da itandila men tara fana be duwale alma ale kafar ni nemake ani momo yalan ko lote la banko e nyaawo nya nyala gambia han bidin tol kawulo gambia nyaawo nya be o ko kilin futan le fana ma ani la dimbal ha ba han sam ben kawdi la pour luwala maralo wala luwala silo sitama karu nin tajiriya keta wala kuketa mola ni man imala tonya di ala mari buka sabar wala ka dunyo han moflo ni dunda nyola iman tonya fo sabaro buka keta bande tonya di ala mem boyde yala boyo di ala akadna dolbi ke hakilo tuwar tonya ti fana ka wasala sai kanaka be tambila jela mo safa bari fana sila lafta munal isafa bari lafta munal sai ile tonya ya di la bar ni mala tonya di ala hani munekata amari ko son wodombe kuma dogal mole men marre si tonya ti la tonya di la nyin kura nin ku ko wala ka be gambe me ko saintul be star kairo nin tengo kono kanen kairo nin tengo man sar bu gambia ko dia dal baral dia abada salal o
wo mu toñalti wotombe duwala wo mole milalon ko walla fintira no wo tay mola dron momoni o bota je be duwala alamane man kafar kila bari mo mol fana mialon ko kala ko soro no je wo tay mola mbafole ko almasa gambia ko le manke kuti mialon ko soneyata mustafa be tenten la demandin dronga tariko dol naati ale national assembly jande be tenten na kacala mialon ko be wala soro kan tenten ale alone national assembly kabre alota aninga bi tema alright Charles fekkene da ngeen bëgg connect mun ngeen mako wa si mic bi pour ma muna xam si biir kabira lo tanim bitema mo jamaale tambita national assembly member solu mi alon ko amba wolle benunje 1997 kata fo 2002 ngalon ne ko min benunje wala nyimu speaker leti mi alon ko lebe national assembly nun kana wolle faale tenting kabo 1997 kata fo 2002 Mustafa bi wadale benunje wobotanung dameng wolem APRC ti atelem speaker ti of course am national assembly ti nun bar 2002 kata for 2006 mimbe nunje wolem Sirif Mustafa Dibati atebota damen wolem NCPT atelem speaker te nun national assembly bare kabo 2006 kara fo 2007 independent candidate o benunjele mi alon ko ka kumandi Belinda Bedwell atemu independent candidate wolti nung ate fanang Fatmata Jahumpa Cissé 2007 kata for 2010 ate benun jele APRC ate fanang keta multi mialon ko amba speaker lem no national assembly Abdoulaye Bojandung ate bi jele kabo 2010 kata for 2017 sangokan ate be siri num miel je wolem ate APRC party o abota num wolto for 2017 min labanta taraje dum wolem ate Mariam Jack Dentin ate bota damen wolem United Democratic Party well deputy speaker mi alon ko letambita nying député wala nying luwada da bungoto mi alon ko be sirim wolto science and tenting wolem Sisila Quality 1997 kata for 2000 abota APRC atamu deputy speaker tinung wotumola nung ate Blenda Bitwell 2002 kata for 2006 independent candidate wolem ate George Aziz 2006 kata for 2007 ate bota nun damen wolem APRC Abdoulaye Bojang 2007 kara for 2010 ada bota damen golem APRCT Fatou Mbo 2010 kara for 2017 afana bota APRC lenung Modou L Sane 2017 atele labanta kataraje kake deputy speaker ti abota damen golem United Democratic Party nga majority leader Jibe mila lonko wol tambita aning National Assembly la jang Tamsir Diallo 1997 kara for 2002 APRC party abota wolto Baba Job 2002 kara for 2003 APRC party abota nung wolto Churchill's Balde mi alon ko atabe nun je 2003 kara for 2007 APRC party wa fana mbota wolto fa Bakari Tombong Jata ya 2007 kara for 2017 APRC abota wolto Keba Kebaro 2017 ate benu me alon ko abere Democratic Party ate labantaka taraje minority leader ngetol fana njibe minority leader me alon ko letambite aning National Assembly la drong wolem ke mesen jammeti 1997 kada fu 2002 United Democratic Party akam tele ko ate bota wolto Honorable Halifa Sallah 2002 kada fu 2007 PDOIS ate bota wolto Mamadou El Sane 2007 kada fu 2012 ate bota United Democratic Party Samba Diallo 2012 andung kabo 2012 kada fo saying mi alon ko ade bota NRP party oto ate mo molti mi alon ko akam tele ko atelebe je hani saying as a minority leader. Well, interesting akam tele ko this time fanang followta speaker la and deputy speaker la akam tele ko e falintele completely.
Yeah, boa ito nyale
tari ko non you know speaker and deputy speaker be mo UDP lete non right in 2017 but this time is unfortunate that for them mantraje
anu bri tamba mo man diam jama moy do bari nga kukulin cross falindro vonat do kitaje men botaje jak Mariam Jak dentin ate mo musolti ate mo speaker ti and then Mamadou LK Sane mo kewolati bari ni nana nyindol be speaker ni deputy speaker be mo muso be mo kewolati o fanam kulde mi alon ko falindro skeno jele na dar ko mi alon ko to nya man se kunda kam ko musol la ko tol bo lori ngala o mo kulde mi alon ko so fana falindinol ya kewke deputy speaker ti bari ko men tambita kewolem speaker ti kewom speaker kewom deputy speaker nyindo e musolan speaker ti kewom deputy speaker nyindo is kewke no le speaker ti ye musoke deputy speaker fana skeno bo na fenne cross jamela ka ku yada bak ni nata nyimmo tallul ni sabo mi kartol fay mena ka bon nani tundu tallul ni sabo muso sabada man be ko natambe sujila kula melan ko wala boto nan IEC jam muso sabada man be je no musol ni wolam ko Banjul South melan ko tuma jay tata no PPP le barani e wali so do sa nata loi faye tuma nyi kabra ta faye a gagneta a faye ka fo independent candidate tuma wo muso sabol ko no kilinat ni bara tuma yanga do fana so ka ami koli foni brefet foni brefet wala melan ko EPRC la ela farandang nyi ka me noto alliance
janni be tambela ami koli la lafta fenne fola la ko janni be tambela ami koli nga interview le IEC ibenu njele before my interview la konye ko this is my first appearance pour nga interview ke so she was somehow nervous nga jele mole o video taka kuntung I think nyanta na musol encourage lale pour tol fanang si place ol ta pour que ñom muso represent bari ka gambianol fana represent I think wato sitale momo ela signa folo hanin defa janning mbeddal la kola na signa folo mbe sila pour ka dia may ko ton kango jare jartale andon kudol bi jele hani lafta folo no kan nyinala bari la signa folo lam bari fonsi musol encourage milalon ko wolle lota pour ka gambianol represent anin pour que ñom musol fana represent gambia banko kanji
a barka ba kele kuma da bak tumando ami a yafo nyame ko ma navo sa nyinata bari nga fellowship do nga editing ke fellowship do nga story do edit je mi alon ko ami diam ta jele o man kala maybe ala force televised interview
extension work
extension work force TV interview ba ami e cool ke men koleata ka si television mo ko diam ami tara ne musol tara na ko kono o mo kulet mi alon ko ngokele majak media academy for journalism and communication ila election fellowship reporting ami coding one of the stories to jele so and then she spoke wonders wala kuma cool men fo je cool ni ke kuta bak ala la nyala e fo ko mi nata nang abe munna kala pour ka musol dema so si tanda wala nyaato do mandi nga tanda hani bi musol me musu sabol me alan ko yo gambe mus banko yo dam manel tombo amake dam manel lo bar gambe banko yo dam manel tombo kana député bon re toyal o musu sabanya folo ko ami mbota amil nga tuma njayle folo me alan ni PPP wali da sa alo ta faye Banjul South alo a gagneta sang nata amito wala aminata foni brefet mo le alon mi alon ko EPRC la faranawli ka fay ko noto alliance movement and will be gagné tawon so ni nara do Sane Mentren constituency o mo Fatou Cham e UDP la alon Fatou Cham keta modi mi alon ko a nyobori nyola e bouté bak Fatou Cham ta ay men so sa
mi campaign ta Baba Galle in 2017 alafta Baba Galle la sirangola aya table
oto mo safo do kuma Fatou Cham adubi am wala ko waltata Baba Galle ka ni ko nyeko ni tara ko ni ko be all you know talala be banana do man kel because men campaign ta Ablaye Cissé all you know Lamin Sabali campaign ta Ablaye Cissé all you know 2017 alota Ablaye Cissé fena barama Ablaye boyni han say ko mi mota fo Lamin dubi ngol be Ablaye kam bari sayenteng Fatou Cham nam elect atele campaign ta wotamo a campaign ta Baba Gale wada kolbe diari tema Baba Gale lord UDP a Baba Gale ganyata bar say naraje ko ay Baba Gale nyobari nywana na boyle timde a karre ke so siara karre ke set ay mesa tamide karre ke se wil tam
ay bondi bakale di majeni hayta bakale
a dan na man ka nyadan fort par buwa kubi ja mena nyinte fe akuri na to nya tol banko na banko wala sakon na mansa kuna ka memvo ka ko musol la ko mu kuldi mi alon ki ya dunun kunto bakale ku ñanda bala ñu ko dol
ha ku janta bala ko tole ni ajibe na Gambia ya fole muso la representation ndol adasata dulal belto fayen nga muso sodole mi alon ko ya jammela taymo aketa na vice president mate nga muso sodole ya jammela taymo aketa na vice president mate nga muso sodole barola taymo farmata jallo tamba jam benunji aketa vice president mate abaraje Aïssa Touré nata faranketa vice president oti ñil be mu kulliti mi alon ko e ñanta man sakunda comment nalale bare ni nata député bungoto dula mi alon ko kummayata bakele mbina wotole because mol fo man sonka finti pour kata ka carte o fay fo am manketa le mi man responsibility long député li ñanta min dila tollala fo e man wala long fo e ma long madam bare mbita kan dame wala ñinti ko musola representation mbita kam wolto musudol bi jele mi alon koy lotale milbo ko Ami Korea PDIS Freda Gomez ngalo ne fanan ko
in Banjul
in Banjul no before Banjul at least tuma njay fango wintale but then we musul mi alon koy man win in foñi bondale kade Camara ñilbe mu musul leti mi alon ko imam win nga kewol test sinya jamale mi alon ko tonya jamal bijele doku ñon tangol kele bari jamal bijele mi alon ko e mol felle fanan ngamira nga jibero ke fanan bake iba fokan ñele ko ñil kana kol commencer kono to le natra technicien
East. Thank you very much, Honorable Chief Justice. My question is, I have not seen any gazette which is telling me the members that are nominated. So I have no clue as to who is nominated, because I have not seen any gazette relating to that.
The gazette
Can you
is
clarify
available.
that?
You mean a gazette for convening the House?
No, the gazette that the people who are nominated, that list, is it gazetted? I have not seen any gazette relating to that.
Mr.
You know,
Clark,
you cannot just bring names like that.
very well, very well.
Yeah.
Mr. Clark, has this been communicated to the members?
You are not the chair.
We have not received any communication.
You?
Has it been communicated? Yes. Yeah, how was it communicated? To all the members?
No, the list was sent to me.
Has it been communicated to members?
No. I think that was not done, and it was minuted for communication. But we can give them the letter.
But that's wrong. Yes, I've taken note of what you've stated. The clerk has indicated they're in receipt. He is in receipt of a communication from His Excellency the President of the Republic indicating the persons he has nominated to the National Assembly. And the clerk is going to read it out, to the letter to the National Assembly.
Is that a gazette? That's not a gazette. That's just a communication.
It's not a requirement, is it?
Yeah, but it's a legal requirement that if you nominate people, it should be gazetted.
It's not a requirement for our session. Mr. Clerk, can you read it out, the letter?
They've gone to pick
Be patient a little bit while they trace the letter and bring it out. This should have been here before the House, before we started. Who's bringing it? As a matter of good practice, when this communication is received from the President, it should be circulated to all the members of the Assembly. But that notwithstanding, we'll have it read out now so that we can proceed with the business of the day.
Letter reference PR/C/66, Volume 4, Folio NT, dated 12 April 2022, from Office of the President, addressed to the Clerk of the National Assembly. Appointment of members. In accordance with the power vested in him, His Excellency Adama Barrow, President of the Republic of the Gambia, has nominated the following as members of the National Assembly, with effect from 12 April 2022. Fabakary Tombong Jatta, Sidi S.K. Njai, Maimouna Cissé, Eva Lang Fofana, Fatou K. Jawara. Signed by the Secretary General and Head of the Civil Service. Copy to Solicitor General and Legal Secretary.
Thank you very much, Clerk of the House. So the nominated members then are Fabakary Tombong Jatta, Sidi S.K. Njai, Maimouna Cissé, Keba Lang Fofana, and Fatou K. Jawara. We welcome them also into the House. We have one nomination. We have one nomination for the office of Speaker, and we had asked for a secondment before the member fully spoke. So, is it? Lower Salum.
Thank you, my Lord. I write to second the motion.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Is Mr. Fabakary Tombong Jatta in the House? Where is he? Do you accept the nomination? Yes. Very well, noted. Is there any other proposal for Speaker of the National Assembly? Brikama North.
Lord Chief Justice, I rise to nominate Keba Lang Fofana as the Speaker of the National Assembly of the Gambia.
Is there any secondment of the proposal? Fonyi Berefet.
Thank you, Speaker. I'm here to nominate Maimouna Cissé as the Speaker of the National Assembly.
Not yet. Can we deal with the secondment for this last proposal? Serekunda West. We'll come back to you, madam. We'll come back to you.
Thank you.
Serekunda West.
Madam Chief Justice, I ask
Order, please. Order. Order, please.
My Lord Chief Justice, I rise to second the nomination of Kerr as Speaker of the National Assembly.
You second the motion. Very well. Is Fofana, is it Kebalang Fofana? Where is he? Do you accept the nomination?
My Lord, I humbly withdraw.
Very well. We take note of you declining the proposal. The member for Fonyi Berefet. Fonyi Berefet, you asked for the floor earlier.
Honorable Speaker, I'm here to, Chief Justice, I'm here to nominate Maimuna Sise as the Speaker of the National Assembly for gender equality.
Very well. Any secondment of the motion by the member for the proposal by the member for Fonyi Prefect?
We can take Bakau or Sami, either of them. Bakau or Sami.
Shall we take Bakau?
For the nomination of Maimuna Sise for the position of
The proposal of Fonyi Prefect is seconded by the member for Bakau. Maimuna Sise, is she here?
Yes, my lord.
Do you accept the proposal?
Yes, I humbly decline.
You decline the proposal. Any other proposal? Any other proposal? Any other proposal? There being no other proposal and the time for making proposals having lapsed, the Honorable Fabakary Tombong Jatta is the elected Speaker of the National Assembly. You don't vote. No, you don't vote. You don't vote. Under the rules, it says you don't vote if there is no other proposal. It says you just invite him. Take up the offices without any question. If there is no other proposal, the standing orders indicates that there is no need for the motion to be put. Now I would like to congratulate the Speaker-elect, the Honorable. Order, please. Order, please. I would like to congratulate the Honorable Speaker-elect for his election to this high office of the nation. And in accordance with Section 93, subsection 4 of the Constitution, which provides that persons elected to the office of Speaker or Deputy Speaker shall, before assuming the duties of their respective offices, take the prescribed oaths. I now call on the Honorable Fabakary Tombong Jatta, Speaker-elect, to the podium for him to take the respective oaths before me. Mr. Jatta, you may please come forward.
after him. Maybe you can come this way. You can come this way.
Mr. Jata will now subscribe to 3 oaths: the oath for the due execution of office, the oath of allegiance, and the oath of secrecy. You may. Where's the Quran? You take it. You hold the Quran in your right hand and you read out the oath.
I, Honorable Fabakary Tombong Jatta, do swear that I will execute the functions of the office of the Speaker of the National Assembly without fear or favor, affection or ill will, according to the Constitution and other laws of the Gambia. So help me God.
Oath of allegiance.
I, Honorable Fabakary Tombong Jatta, having been nominated as member of the National Assembly of the Republic of the Gambia, do hereby swear that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Republic of the Gambia as by law established, that I shall execute the functions of member of the National Assembly without fear or favor, affection or ill will, according to the Constitution and other laws of the Gambia. So help me God.
And the oath of secrecy.
I, Honorable Fabakary Tombong Jatta, having been elected Speaker of the National Assembly, do swear that I will not directly or indirectly reveal such matters as may be committed to my secrecy. So help me God.
You did.
Yes.
Today is 14. Yes. Congratulations. We wish you all the best. Speaker, now we follow you now.
Just go back to your seat. And after the suspension, we'll just go straight to the...
Proceedings of the Assembly are suspended for 5 minutes to enable the new Speaker to come and take up his seat. All members and others are requested to stay in their places. 5 minutes suspension.
Ay.
Your Excellency, may them speak by the Honorable Speaker. Your Excellency, the Vice President of the Republic, my Lord, the Chief Justice of the Gambia, the outgoing Right Honorable Speaker and Deputy Speaker of the National Assembly, the outgoing majority and minority leaders and honorable members of the National Assembly, honorable members-elect, honorable nominated members, honorable ministers here in present, members of the Diplomatic and Consular Corps, members of the Bar and Bench, the Chairman of the Independent Electoral Commission, the Ombudsman, political party leaders or representatives, the Secretary General and Head of the Civil Service, the clerk and staff of the National Assembly, senior government officials here in present, members of all political parties present, members of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good morning to you all. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. I thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for the great favor He has reposed in me to be nominated as a member as well as to be elected as Speaker of the National Assembly of the Republic of the Gambia. I register my special thanks and gratitude to His Excellency the President for the trust and confidence reposed in me by nominating me as a member of this august assembly. In the same vein, honorable members, I thank you all for the trust and confidence reposed in me by electing me Speaker of the National Assembly. Equally, I congratulate you all for your election as members of the National Assembly, representing your various constituencies and the Gambia as a whole. I also have to thank the Clerk of the National Assembly for guiding us since yesterday. His priceless guidance will further be valued in the future. It's a great honor to be nominated and elected as Speaker of this Assembly. I see my presence here as a homecoming, albeit with a greater responsibility. I am grateful to all who reposed resounding trust in me to make this possible. I pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that I shall successfully travel the path pursued by various speakers before me and my immediate predecessor, the legal luminary, Right Honorable Mariam Jack Denton, to make the National Assembly a more vibrant and democratic legislature responsive to the needs and aspirations of the Gambian people. I wish to congratulate all of you, honorable members, for winning your seats. It is a unique opportunity to serve our dear nation. I therefore look forward to maximizing the opportunities for every member to contribute. While I acknowledge that we are all elected or nominated from various political parties and come from various constituencies, I implore all of us at all times to be guided by the supreme interest of our beloved motherland in dealing with matters that are tabled before us. I trust the experienced members will mentor the new ones. I implore all of us further to endeavor and ensure that the rules of debate as enshrined in the standing orders of the Assembly are respected and obeyed to the letter. As presiding officer, I intend to be fair to all and therefore seek your understanding in advance. I encourage new entrants to prepare and present statements on matters of the day and apply the question. Time well. Your brilliant visibility will affect your re-election. I will meet with leadership on this and seek the support of the Office of the Clerk to help you deliver. A comprehensive induction process is vital for collective improved performance. I need to remind the new members that the highly procedural nature of the National Assembly calls for an equally high level of commitment to the rules and procedures of the institution. Serious learning will therefore have to be undertaken to sharpen our competencies in order to enable all of us function effectively and efficiently. Furthermore, both the majority and minority sides of the Assembly must be guided by the mandate given to the government to build a vibrant society anchored on the principles of fairness and equality of opportunities. The promotion of good governance requires a parliament that can effectively perform the three core functions: legislation, oversight, and representation. Let each one of us therefore represent our people with dignity, purpose, and honor. Let Parliament continue to be a living embodiment of nation building, solidarity, and unity. We must endeavor to be seen as a moral powerhouse and a beacon of hope for all Gambians. Gambians everywhere are looking up to Parliament and government for the solutions to the problems that confront them on a daily basis. Our people expect us to help fix the economy, provide jobs for the unemployed, improve access and quality of our education, healthcare, and above all, give them hope. This is our mandate as a government and as a parliament. This sixth legislature is for the people of the Gambia, and they want us to be honest, accountable, and responsive to their needs. I ask for cooperation from all and sundry to make our stewardship a success. I thank you for your attention. Clerk, can we proceed? Election of Deputy Speaker.
Honorable members, Section 93(1) of the Constitution states that the Deputy Speaker shall be elected by members of the National Assembly from among nominated members. Furthermore, subsection 5 of the same section states no business shall be transacted in the National Assembly other than the election of the Speaker or Deputy Speaker when either of those offices are vacant. Now that the Speaker has been elected, I have the honor and privilege, in accordance with Order 4 of the Standing Orders of the National Assembly, to invite any member to make a proposal to nominate a member from amongst the nominated members to be elected as Deputy Speaker. Any member. The floor is open. The member for Joshua constituency.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I stand to nominate Honorable Sidi Njai for the post of Deputy Speaker. Thank you, sir.
Honorable Sidi Njai has been nominated. Any seconder? Member for Nyanija.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. I rise to second the motion.
The motion has been seconded. Honorable Member Sidin Njai, do you accept the nomination? It has been moved and seconded. The nominated member do take the office of Deputy Speaker. Any further proposals or nominations from anybody?
Member for Brikama North,
I rise to duly nominate the nominated member, Chebalan Fafana, for the position of Deputy Speaker of the National Assembly of the Republic of the Gambia.
it is proposed that Keba Lankamara is proposed. Any seconder? Any seconder? Member for? Member for Serekunda West.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I rise to second the motion of the nomination of Honorable Kebalang as deputy.
It has been proposed and seconded. Is Honorable Keba Lamfofana around?
Yes, Honorable Speaker.
Do you accept your nomination?
Honorable Speaker, I humbly withdraw.
Honorable Keba Lamfofana has declined the nomination. Any more nominations? Please, order, please. Any more nominations? No more. The time for proposals has expired, and I declare that nominated member Honorable C.D. Eskenjai has been duly elected as Deputy Speaker. I congratulate Honorable C.D. Eskenjai for his election as Deputy Speaker of the National Assembly. I now call on all elected and nominated members to the podium to take the prescribed oaths of office, starting with the Deputy Speaker-elect and other members-elect or nominated to follow in alphabetical order. This shall be administered by the Clerk of the National Assembly. Thank you. Clerk, can you proceed?
Oath of allegiance. I, C.D. Njai, having been nominated as member of the National Assembly of the Republic of the Gambia, do hereby swear that I shall be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Republic of the Gambia as by law established, that I shall execute the functions of a member of the National Assembly without fear or favor, affection or ill will, according to the Constitution and other laws of the Gambia. So help me God.
Sekuba.
Yes, sir. Yes. Just read. I, Sekuba, having been elected. I, Sekuba, having been elected as member of the National Assembly of the Republic of the Gambia, do hereby swear that I shall be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Republic of the Gambia as by law established, that I shall execute the functions of member of the National Assembly without fear or favor, affection or ill will, according to the Constitution and other laws of the Gambia. So help me God. Honorable Bakari Kebaji.
Assalamu alaikum. Oath of allegiance, I, Honorable Bakari Kebaji, having been elected as member of the National Assembly of the Republic of the Gambia, do hereby swear that I shall be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Republic of the Gambia, as by law established that I shall execute the function of member of the National Assembly without fear or favor, affection or ill will, to the Constitution and other laws of the Gambia. So help me God.
Just sign. Just sign. And we put the date. 14th. That's fine. The next one, boy. Honorable Modu Lamin Ba.
A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Oath of allegiance. I, Mr. Modulamin Biba, having been elected as member of the National Assembly of the Republic of the Gambia, do hereby swear that I shall be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Republic of the Gambia, and as by law established, that I shall execute the functions of member of the National Assembly without fear or favor, affection or ill will, according to the Constitution and other laws of the Gambia. So help me God.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Honorable Musa Baji. Oath of allegiance, I, Musa Baji, having been elected as member of the National Assembly of the Republic of the Gambia, do hereby swear that I shall be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Republic of the Gambia as by law established,
that I shall execute the functions of member of the National Assembly without fear or favor, affection or ill will, according to the Constitution and other laws of the Gambia. So help me God.
Honorable Yunusa Enba. Honorable Yunusa Enba.
Assalamu alaikum. Having been elected, I, Yunusa Enba, having been elected as a member of the National Assembly of the Republic of the Gambia, do hereby swear that I shall be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Republic of the Gambia as by law established, that I shall execute the functions of members of the National Assembly without fear or favor, affection or ill will, according to the constitutions and other laws of the Gambia, so help me God. Thank you, sir.
Honorable Keba Baro.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم حسبنا الله ونعم الوكيل والله يعصمك من الناس. Oath of allegiance. I, Honorable Keba Baro, having been elected as member of the National Assembly of the Republic of the Gambia, do hereby swear that I shall be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Republic of the Gambia as by law established, that I shall execute the functions of the member of the National Assembly without fear or favor, affection or ill will, according to the law, according to the Constitution and other laws of the Gambia. So help me God. Thank you.
Honorable Haruna Bari.
Yes. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Oath of allegiance. Oath of allegiance. I, Mr. Haruna Bari, have been elected as a member of the National Assembly of the Republic of the Gambia. Do here swear that I shall be faithful and bear the true allegiance to the Republic of the Gambia as by law established, that I shall execute my functions of member of the National Assembly without fear or favor, affection or ill will, according to the law, according to the constitutions or other laws of the Gambia. So help me God. Thank you.
Honorable Aliu Balde.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Oath of allegiance. I, Honorable Aliu Balde, having been elected as member of the National Assembly of the Republic of the Gambia,
do hereby swear that I shall be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Republic of the Gambia as by law established, that I shall execute the functions of member of the National Assembly without fear or favor, affection or ill will, according to the Constitution and other laws of the Gambia. So help me God.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Honorable Amadou Kamara.
Oath of allegiance. I, Amadou Kamara, having been elected as member of the National Assembly of the Republic of the Gambia, do hereby swear that I shall be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Republic of the Gambia, as by law established, that I shall execute the functions of member of the National Assembly without fear or favor, affection or ill will, according to the Constitution and other laws of the Gambia. So help me God.
Thank you.
Honorable Alpha Seni Sise.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الحمد لله رب العالمين. Oath of allegiance. I, Honorable Al-Hussein Sise, have been elected as member of the National Assembly of the Republic of the Gambia, do hereby swear that I shall be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Republic of the Gambia, as by law established, that I shall execute the functions of member of the National Assembly without fear or favor, affection or ill will, according to the Constitution and other laws of the Gambia. So help me God. You have to say.
Congratulations.
Honorable Esa Conte.
Yes, sir. Oath of allegiance.
Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Oath of allegiance. I, Esa Conte, having been elected as member of National Assembly of the Republic of the Gambia, do hereby swear that I shall be faithful and bear allegiance to the Republic of the Gambia, as by the laws established, that I shall execute the functions of the Republic, functions of the member of the National Assembly without fear or favor, affection or ill will, according to the Constitution and the other laws of the Gambia. So help me God.
Honorable Ami Koli.
A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Oath of allegiance. I, Ami Koli, having been elected as member of the National Assembly of the Republic of the Gambia, do here swear that I shall faithful and bear true allegiance to the Republic of the Gambia, as by law established, that I shall execute the functions of the member of the National Assembly without fear or favor, affection, or ill will, according to the Constitution and other law of the Gambia. So help me God. Thank you, sir.
Honorable Maimuna Sise.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I, Honorable Maimuna Sise, here have been nominated as the member of the National Assembly for the Republic of the Gambia, do hereby swear that I shall be faithful and bear the true allegiance to the Republic of the Gambia by as the law established, that I shall execute the functions of the members of the National Assembly without fear or favor, affection, or ill will, according to the laws, according to the Constitution and the laws of the Gambia. So help me God.
Honorable Madi M.K. Sise.
I, Madi M.K. Sise, having been elected as member of the National Assembly of the Republic of the Gambia, do hereby swear that I shall be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Republic of the Gambia as by laws established, that I shall execute the functions of the member of the National Assembly without fear or favor, affection or ill will, according to the Constitution and other laws of the Gambia. So help me Allah.
Clerk, honorable members, I want to prevail on you. As members swear, please let's reduce noise. We can acclaim them, but let's reduce noise so that we can hear them. Please. Yes, clerk, continue.
Oath of allegiance. I, Musa Cham, having been elected as member of the National Assembly of the Republic of the Gambia, do hereby swear that I shall be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Republic of the Gambia as by law established, that I shall execute the functions of member of the National Assembly without fear or favor, affection or ill will, according to the Constitution and other laws of the Gambia. So help me God.
Honorable Fatou Cham.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الحمد لله رب العالمين الحمد لله رب العالمين.
ليلى في قريشي إلى فيه رحلة الصاي والصيف فليعبدوا رب هذا البيت الذي أطعمه من جوع وآمنه من خوف. Oath of Allegiance. I, Honorable Fatou Cham, having been elected as member of the National Assembly of the Republic of the Gambia, do hereby swear that shall be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Republic of the Gambia as by law established, that I shall execute the functions of member of the National Assembly without fear or favor, attention or affection or ill will, according to the Constitution and other laws of the Gambia. So help me God.
Honorable Alaji Babu Sise.
Oath of Allegiance. I, Alaji Babu Sise, having been elected as member of the National Assembly of the Republic of the Gambia, do hereby swear that I shall be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Republic of the Gambia as by law established, that I shall execute the functions of member of the National Assembly without fear or favor, affection or ill will, according to the Constitution and laws of the Gambia. So help me God. Okay. Just sign.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Honorable Lamin Sise.
Yes, sir.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Oath of Allegiance. I, Honorable Lamin Sise, having been elected as member of the National Assembly of the Republic of the Gambia, do hereby swear that I shall be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Republic of the Gambia as by law established, that I shall execute the functions of the member of the National Assembly without fear or favor, affection or ill will, according to the Constitution and other laws of the Gambia. So help me God.
Congratulations.
Honorable Abdullah Sise.
Honorable. Thank you. Oath of Allegiance.
Oath of Allegiance. I, Honorable Abdullah Sise, having been elected as member of the National Assembly of the Republic of the Gambia, do hereby swear that I shall be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Republic of the Gambia as by law established, that I shall execute the functions of the member of the National Assembly without fear or favor, affection or ill will, according to the Constitution and other laws of the Gambia. So help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Honorable Tansir Cham.
allegiance.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Code of Allegiance. I, Honorable Tamsir Cham, having been elected as member of the National Assembly of the Republic of the Gambia, do hereby swear that I shall be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Republic of the Gambia as by law established, that I shall execute the functions of the member of the National Assembly without fear or favor, affection or ill will, according to the Constitution and other laws of the Gambia. So help me God.
Honorable Omar Dabo.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Oath of allegiance. I, Honorable Omar Dabo, have been elected as member of the National Assembly of the Republic of the Gambia, do here swear that I shall be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Republic of the Gambia as by law established, that I shall execute the functions of member of the National Assembly without fear or favor, affection or ill will, according to the Constitution and other laws of the land. So help me Allah.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Honorable Alaji S. Dabo.
Oath of allegiance. I, Alhaji S. Dabo, having been elected member of the National Assembly of the Republic of the Gambia, do hereby swear that I shall be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Republic of the Gambia as by law established, that I shall execute the functions of member of the National Assembly without fear or favor, affection or ill will, according to the Constitution and other laws of the Gambia. So help me God.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Honorable Sangkung Damfa. Sangkung Damfa.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Oath of allegiance. I, Honorable Sankun Damfa, have been elected as member of the National Assembly of the Republic of the Gambia. I do hereby swear that I shall be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Republic of the Gambia as by law established, that I shall execute the function of member of the National Assembly without fear or favor, affection or ill will, according to the Constitution and other laws of the Gambia. So help me God.
Honorable Keba Lang Fofana.
Oath of allegiance. I, Keba Lang Fofana, having been nominated as member of the National Assembly of the Republic of the Gambia, I do hereby swear that I shall be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Republic of the Gambia as by law established, that I shall execute the functions of the member of National Assembly without fear or favor, affection or ill will, according to the Constitution and other laws of the Gambia. So help me God.
Honorable Almami Jipa.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الحمد لله رب العالمين الحمد لله رب العالمين الحمد لله على نعمة الإسلام وكفى بالله نعمة. Oath of allegiance. I, Honorable Almame Jiba, having been elected as the National Assembly member of the Republic of the Gambia, do hereby swear that I shall be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Republic of the Gambia, by law established, that I shall execute the functions of the member of the National Assembly without fear or favor, affection or ill will, according to the Constitution of the Republic of the Gambia. So help me Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Honorable Kemo Gassama. Kemo Gassama.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I, Honorable Kemo Gassama, having been elected as member of the National Assembly of the Republic of the Gambia, do hereby swear that I shall be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Republic of the Gambia, as by law established, that I shall execute the functions of the member of the National Assembly without fear or favor, affection or ill will, according to the Constitution and other laws of the Gambia. So help me Allah.
Thank you.
Honorable Yaya Gassama.
I, Honorable Yaya Gassama, having been elected as member of the National Assembly of the Republic of the Gambia, do solemnly and sincerely and truly declare and affirm that I shall be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Republic of the Gambia as by law established, that I shall execute the functions of the member of the National Assembly without fear or favor, affection or ill will, according to the Constitution and other laws of the Gambia. So help me Allah.
Honorable Ibrahim Jaite.
I, Ibrahim Jaite, having been elected as member of the National Assembly of the Republic of the Gambia, do hereby swear that I shall be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Republic of the Gambia as by law established, that I shall execute the functions of member of the National Assembly without fear or favor, affection or ill will, according to the Constitution and other laws of the Gambia. So help me God.
Thank you, Lord. Thank you so much.
Honorable Samba Jallo.
I, Honorable Samba Jallo, having been elected as member of the National Assembly of the Republic of the Gambia, do here swear that I shall be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Republic of the Gambia as by law established, that I shall execute the functions of member of the National Assembly without fear or favor, affection or ill will, according to the Constitution and other laws of the Gambia. So help me God.
Honorable Fatou Jawara.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. La ilaha illa anta subhanaka inni kuntu minal zalimina. Oath of allegiance. I, Honorable Fatou Jawara, having been nominated as member of the National Assembly of the Republic of the Gambia, do hereby swear that I shall be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Republic of the Gambia as by law established, that I shall execute the function of the National Assembly of the Gambia without fear or favor, affection or ill will, according to the Constitution and other law of the Gambia. So help me God.
Honorable Omar Diop. Honorable Omar Diop.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Oath of allegiance. I, Omar Diop, having been elected as member of the National Assembly of the Republic of the Gambia, do hereby swear that I shall be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Republic of the Gambia as by laws established, that I shall execute the function of member of the National Assembly without fear or favor, affection or ill will, according to the Constitution and other laws of the Gambia. So help me God.
Honorable Suleiman Jammeh.
I, Suleiman Jammeh, having been elected as member of the National Assembly of the Republic of the Gambia, do swear that I shall be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Republic of the Gambia, as by law established, that I shall execute the functions of member of the National Assembly without fear or favor, affection, ill will, according to the Constitution and other laws of the Gambia. So help me Allah.
Honorable Omar Jammeh.
A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Oath of allegiance. I, Honorable Omar Jammeh, have been elected as member of the National Assembly of the Republic of the Gambia. Do hereby swear that I shall be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Republic of the Gambia as by law established, that I shall execute the functions of the member of the National Assembly without fear or favor, affection or ill will, according to the Constitution and other laws of the Gambia. So help me Allah.
Honorable Seni Jawara.
I have been, out of allegiance, I have been elected as the member of the National Assembly of the Gambia, the Republic of the Gambia, do swear that shall be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Republic of the Gambia as by the law established, that I shall exercise the functions of the members of the National Assembly without fear or favor, affections or ill will, according to the constitutions and the laws of the Gambia. So help me God. First qualification. I have first qualification.
Honorable Dauda Jeng. Dauda Jeng.
A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Oath of allegiance. I, Dauda Jeng, having been elected as member of the National Assembly of the Republic of the Gambia, do hereby swear that I shall be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Republic of the Gambia as by law established, that I shall execute the functions of member of the National Assembly without fear or favor, affection or ill will, according to the Constitution and other laws of the Gambia. So help me God. Thank you.
Honorable Salifu Jao.
Oath of allegiance. I, Honorable Salifu Jao, having been elected as member of the National Assembly of the Republic of the Gambia, do hereby swear that I shall be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Republic of the Gambia by Gambia as laws established, that I shall execute the functions of the member of the National Assembly without fear or favor, affection or ill will, with according to the Constitution and other laws of the Gambia. So help me God. Thank you.
Honorable Keba Jallo.
I, Honorable Keba Jallo, having been elected as member of the National Assembly of the Republic of the Gambia, do hereby swear that I shall be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Republic of the Gambia as by law established, that I shall execute the functions of member of the National Assembly without fear or favor, affection or ill will, according to the Constitution and other laws of the Gambia. So help me Allah.
Thank you very much. Honorable Bakari Kora.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I, Honorable Bakari Kora, having been elected as member of the National Assembly of the Republic of the Gambia, do hereby swear that I shall be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Republic of the Gambia as by law established, that I shall execute the functions of members of the National Assembly without fear or favor, affection or ill will, according to the Constitution and other laws of the Gambia. So help me God.
Honorable Falli M. Kora. Falli M.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الحمد لله رب العالمين الحمد لله رب العالمين. Oath of allegiance. I, Fali M. Kora, having been elected as member of the National Assembly of the Republic of the Gambia, do hereby swear that I shall be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Republic of the Gambia as by law established, that I shall execute the functions of member of the National Assembly without fear or favor, affection or ill will, according to the Constitution and other laws of the Gambia. So help me God. Thank you, sir.
Honorable Mohammed Kante.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. I, Mohammed Kante, having been elected as member of the National Assembly
of the Republic of the Gambia, do hereby swear that I shall be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Republic of the Gambia as by the law established, that I shall execute the function of members of the National Assembly without fear or favor, affection or ill will, according to the Constitution and other laws of the Gambia. So help me God.
Honorable Alajimbo.
I, Honorable Al-Hajimbo, having been elected as a member of the National Assembly of the Republic of the Gambia, do hereby swear that I shall be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Republic of the Gambia as by law established, that I shall execute the functions of the member of the National Assembly without fear or favor, affection or ill will, according to the Constitution and other laws of the Gambia. So help me God.
Honorable Jibi Mbalo. Jibi Mbalo.
Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. I, Jibi Mbalo, having been elected as a member of the National Assembly for the Republic of the Gambia, do hereby swear that I shall be faithful and bear the true allegiance to the Republic of the Gambia as by law established, that I shall execute the function of a member of the National Assembly without fear or favor, affection or ill will, according to the Constitution and other laws of the country. So help me God. Thank you.
Honorable Abdullah Njai.
I, Abdullah Njai, having been elected as member of the National Assembly of the Republic of the Gambia, do hereby swear that I shall be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Republic of the Gambia, as by law established, that I shall execute the functions of the member of the National Assembly without fear or favor, affection or ill will, according to the Constitution and other laws of the Gambia. So help me God. Thank you.
Honorable Fatou Matanjai.
I, Honorable Fatou Matanjai, having been re-elected as member of the National Assembly of the Republic of the Gambia, do hereby swear that I shall be faithful and bear the true allegiance to the Republic of the Gambia, as by the law established, that I shall execute the functions of member of the National Assembly without fear or favor, affection or ill will, according to the Constitution and other laws of the Gambia. So help me Allah.
Honorable Dauda Jeng. Honorable Suleiman Saho, please.
I, Honorable Suleiman Saha, having been elected as member of the National Assembly of the Republic of the Gambia, do hereby swear that I shall be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Republic of the Gambia as by law established, that I shall execute the function of member of the National Assembly without fear or favor, affection or ill will, according to the Constitution and other laws of the land. Thank you, Mari Allah. Makoi, Mari Allah. Here.
Honorable Lamin J. Sani.
Thank you so much. I, Lamin J. Sane, having been elected as a member of the National Assembly of the Republic of the Gambia, do hereby swear that I shall be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Republic of the Gambia as by law established, that I shall execute the functions of the member of the National Assembly without fear or favor, affection or ill will, to the Constitution and other law, according to the Constitution, and the other laws of the land. So help me God. Thank you.
Congratulations.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you.
Honorable Birom J. Sow, J.S. Sow. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin, Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin, Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin. I, Birom J.S. Sow, having been elected as member of the National Assembly of the Republic of the Gambia, do hereby swear that I shall be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Republic of the Gambia as by law established, that I shall execute the functions of the member of the National Assembly without fear or favor, affection or ill will, according to the Constitution and other laws of the Gambia. So help me Allah. Thank you. Honorable Yaya Sanyang.
Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin, Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin. I, Yahya Sanyang, having been elected as member of the National Assembly of the Republic of the Gambia, do hereby swear that I shall be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Republic of the Gambia as by law established, that I shall execute the function of the member of the National Assembly without fear or favor, affection or ill will, according to the Constitution and other laws of the Gambia. So help me God.
Congratulations.
Kerr Tumaning Sane.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Oath of allegiance. I, Kerr Sane, having been elected as member of the National Assembly of the Gambia, of the Republic of the Gambia, do hereby swear that I shall be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Republic of the Gambia as by law established, that I shall execute the functions of member of the National Assembly without fear or favor, affection or ill will, according to the Constitution and other laws of the Gambia. So help me God.
Honorable Padembo Sane.
Can I use it? Yes, but it has to take okay, let us ask.
I, Honorable Padembo Sane, I have been elected as member of the National Assembly of the Republic of the Gambia, do here swear that I shall be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Republic of the Gambia, as by law established, that I shall execute the functions of the National Assembly, the function of the member of the National Assembly without fear or favor, affection or ill will, according to the Constitution and other laws of the Gambia. So help me Allah.
Congratulations.
Honorable Abdul Sow. Abdul Sow.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I, Abdul Sow, having been elected as member of the National Assembly of the Republic of the Gambia, do hereby swear that I shall be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Republic of the Gambia, as by law established, that I shall execute the functions of member of the National Assembly without fear or favor, affection or ill will, according to the Constitution and other laws of the Gambia. So help me God.
Honorable Sirif Assar.
Oath of allegiance. I, Honorable Sirif Salih Sar, hereby elected as member of the National Assembly of the Republic of the Gambia, do here swear that I shall be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Republic of the Gambia, as by law established, that I shall execute the function of member of the National Assembly without fear or favor, affection or ill will, according to the laws, according to the Constitution of the Gambia and other laws of the Gambia. So help me God.
Honorable Famara Sabali.
Having been elected as a member of the National Assembly of the Republic of the Gambia, do hereby swear that I shall be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Republic of the Gambia, as by law established. That I shall execute the functions of a member of the National Assembly without fear or favor, affection or ill will, according to the Constitution of the Gambia and other laws of the Gambia. So help me God.
Honorable Suwabu Ture.
Oath of allegiance. I, Honorable Suwaibu Ture, having been elected as member of the National Assembly of the Republic of the Gambia, do hereby swear that I shall be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Republic of the Gambia as by law established, that I shall execute the functions of member of the National Assembly without fear or favor, affection or ill will, according to the Constitution and other laws of the Gambia. So help me Allah.
Honorable Asan Ture.
Thank you. Are you the new majority leader now? Yeah, thank you. I, Honorable Asan Ture, having been elected as member of National Assembly of the Republic of the Gambia, do here swear that I shall be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Republic of the Gambia as by law established, that I shall execute the functions of member of National Assembly without fear or favor, affection or ill will, according to the Constitution and other laws of the Gambia. So help me God. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Congratulations. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Honorable Bile Jitunkara.
A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Oath of allegiance. I, Bileji Tunkara, having been elected as member of the National Assembly of the Republic of the Gambia, do hereby swear that I shall be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Republic of the Gambia as by law established, that I shall execute the functions of members of the National Assembly without fear or favor, affection or ill will, according to the Constitution and other laws of the Gambia. So help me God.
Honorable Speaker, that's the end. let me thank and congratulate the clerk of the National Assembly and his staff for a job well executed. I want to believe that I am speaking for and on behalf of all members of the National Assembly that we are appreciative of your professional service since yesterday and hoping to enjoy more of it for the years ahead. Honorable members, on that note, I congratulate all of you for having been elected and or nominated and duly sworn in as members of the National Assembly, representing your various constituencies and the Gambia as a whole. Honorable members, may I inform both Majority Caucus, which is the National People's Party, and the Minority Caucus, which is led by the United Democratic Party, that in accordance with Standing Order 23, you are required to meet on Tuesday, 19th April 2022 at 11 a.m. to select or elect your leadership and notify the office of the Speaker as a matter of urgency. In conclusion, honorable members, I wish to equally thank the electors as well as the Gambian people for the trust and confidence bestowed on us all and this noble institution of Parliament. We assure them that we will live up to their expectation as servants of the people and the Republic. Equally, let me thank the Honorable Chief Justice and all distinguished invited guests for honoring our invitation. Finally, it is for the information of the majority and minority leaders that are to be selected or elected by their various caucuses or groups that you are required to report to the National Assembly on Wednesday, 20th April 2022 at 11 o'clock in the morning for a meeting of the Committee of Selection. On that note, may I now put the question, be it resolved that this August Assembly do stand adjourned until Monday, 25th April 2022. Those in favor, please say aye. Not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it. This Assembly now stands adjourned until Monday, 25th April 2022 for the consideration of the report of the Committee of Selection on the nomination of the membership for committees of the National Assembly 2022 to 2027. Monday instead of 10. I said the House stands adjourned until Monday, 25th of April. The meeting starts at 10 a.m. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much and welcome back. Just a reminder that you're watching Kerr Fatou and we are broadcasting live at the National Assembly in Banjul. Of course, that was the swearing-in ceremony of the newly elected National Assembly members here in Banjul. We thank you very much for following. Ngal tendugal jay baake dong hanisa mba fala mole ko walem National Assembly member mi alon ko ye carte fayo ke wolle walla milbe molu representa député bungoto wolem wolti mi alon ko ye kalende o nyama sayentenga ko mutele ko senatale honorable fa bakari tombo njata atelem speaker ti National Assembly jang no fanan sidi njay wolem deputy speaker ti nyem kuleti mi alon ko sabaditale aketale kabring chief justice atele folo ko kunton kaya kabring aya ko commencer aya fo jumale ba second na pour fa bakari akana ke National Assembly member di bari député ol mil boko alhaji es dabol wala min wala mil ta pour que speaker ti wala ate wala député o mi alon ko wala député dolu bi jele mi alon ko fan wala min ta wala ate Maymuna Cissé Daboti wala ta bari Maymuna Cissé Dabo nata rejegle ako amalafika ke speaker ti miya tinda akamtale ko ila député Jamal bi janna mi alon ko isondele ko fa bakari ayke speaker ti wala atinna ina raka tombon ka ke speaker ti deputy speaker dum kabra futata wodo alhaji Dabo Brikama la National Assembly Brikama North la National Assembly member akamtale ko ati min soji solem kebalan fofanati bari kebalan fana ya kolu decline ko amanta kala deputy speaker ti ate fanan ya te tombon min kada sidi njayti adlem Gambia la deputy speaker ti science ante nyemu kolti mi alon ko saying a senatale a confirm tale andon adankene atale fanan ye nominated member solu fanan wala yo fanan kalindile mil boko Fatmata Jawara mi alon ko ate talending constituency alota no wotole ina ta boyndi député carte fole mi alon ko leketa bari president o manna tuje ay minke wala nyindi ko ka nominate ka muridang National Assembly ya refanam kita multi mi alon ko bi ya kalendile as a nominated member ate min kira Fatmata Jawarati o kola Maymuna Cissé Dabo ate fanan kita multi mi alon ko nominated member le musayen kada fo kebalan fofana wol fana nominated member leti nyum mo sabol leti mi alon ko kafre kan mo fulol mi alon ko le nominated wala speaker ti anin deputy speaker min kera fa bakari tombon jarati anin ate sidi njay wala do ka commande sidi nk njay nyum mo leti mi alon ko saying akam tele ko ye mu meol kalindile ko ibe do ko kala fa bakari la diamo kono ay mol commande le pour nga ka kilinti akabe nyaton ka kendo dilale ñing National Assembly mi alon ko wolem 6 legislature ti ko be nyaton ka kendo dilale ay kumandiro fananke e ke kelinti pour do ko ke banko sitano nyato nyame akam tele ko ala speech be be min kumandika wolem kilimba yati andum fananko ay kumandiro ay ko be nyaton ka kendo dila Gambia banko kan jang ñi dabe ko kono mi alon ko ay wolle fo akam tele ko molbe natale andon Mariam Jagdentin fanan jijana mi alon ko atlem nunto speaker ti afanan be siring nun jele minister furata jande mi alon ko e mabeta IC fangola mol fanan natale nga jok jejanne e kara fo sambujang itol fanan be natale adabe mol kono le mi alon ko e furata woto party supporters solu mi alon ko fanan nata e ni la mol natale e furata nang jang nyelbe mu keta kulleti mi alon ko aketa woto nyinnem Allah National Assembly member ti mi alon ko ye tombom bi mo tan lulu anin saba won mo molleti mi alon ko e carte o fayele bari mo lulu won mo molleti mi alon ko yetol nominate le silang aketa mo tan lulu anin seyñol mi alon ko wollebe do ko kala ñin National Assembly to ni ala kititala ñin sanjululo mi alon ko wole kana jannengi to fana tambe banna carte faweke ye dol fana nominate pour que natinan ate National Assembly to jang woto wolem koti mi alon ko akata jang ka sutiyandi mbokk yi di jaajëfal képp koo xam ne rek yaa ngay seetaan Kerr Fatou jamono ji di leen wax ne rek National Assembly foofu lañ nekk time bii nii dafa mel ni nit luñ doon wax rek ne Sidi Ndiaye ak Fabakary Tombong Jatta ñoom bokk nañ si ñoo xam ne dañ leen nominate lii nekk na loo xam ne déggu na tey Fabakary Tombong Jatta nag moo nekk speaker bi dafa mel ni elect nañ ko ba pare moom ak Sidi Ndiaye moo nekk deputy speaker bi of course chief justice bi Assane bi Diallo moom moo njëkk a jël léegi fii pour mu jiite mbir mi fii si National Assembly bi moom nag dafa mel ni laajte woon na kan mooy second Fabakary pour mu nekk national wala mu nekk speaker of the National Assembly am na député yoo xam ne jogoon nañ ñu ne ñoom daal suñ sañoon kuy nekk of course speaker bi moo nekk kii di Maimouna Dabo Ceesay waaye dafa mel ni Maimouna Dabo Ceesay moom jogoon na mu ne moom bugut pour nekk speaker fii nii loolu xewoon na moo waral kii di Fabakary Tombong Jatta munuñ koo daaneel dafa mel ni amoon na that simple majority pour mu nekk speaker si lañ ko announce mu nekk speaker kii di Assane bi Diallo nag bu mu annoncé loolu dafa mel ni dafa jox toogu bi kii di Fabakary Tombong Jatta because moom dafa mel ni ñoom moom elect nañ ko ba pare loolu bu mu xewee nag moom tamit dafa ñëw mu joxe speech am bi nag lu mu fa wax dafa mel ni bari na waaye si lu mu gën a oote si speech bi yëpp moo nekk ne nit yi nañ nekk benn lu mu gën a oote moo nekk ne moom dana jox gaay ay of course njiit yoo xam ne dafa nekk njiit boo xam ne njiit bu jub la lii yëpp nekk na loo xam ne wax na ko of course fii nii Sidi Ndiaye tamit nag dafa mel ni nekk na koo xam ne moom tamit elect nañ ko am na National Assembly member ku mel ni Alhaji S Dabo moom lu mu waxoon rek moo nekk ne pour kii di Keba Lang mu jël place yi Sidi deputy speaker waaye Keba Lang tamit nanguut am nañ fi of course National Assembly member koo xam ne dañ ko elect yaagut first can you tell us your name and the constituency that you are representing? How do you feel today after being sworn in?
Yeah, I feel happy and comfortable having been elected as a member of parliament and also having taken the oath of office. We feel that it's really important that we consider our electorates important as well, and we are ready to serve the purpose of being elected as well.
What people are saying is you were a member of the National People's Party, but unfortunately they didn't pick you for the parliamentary election, and you decided to go for independent. And your father was a well-known person in the Sabak Sanjal, that is Ngayen. He did a lot of gestures for people, especially during Lumos and others. People were fortunate to vote you in. Are you going to maintain being independent, or do you think you will go back to the National People's Party?
Yeah, thank you so much. That has been the question of the day. It's true, I was a member of the National People's Party, but I just want to remind you that the National People's Party, NPP, they had an alliance with the NRP, and the candidate that we have in Sabah Sanjal was an NRP candidate. That being the case, it wasn't possible for the NPP to have a candidate in Sabah Sanjal, and we feel that we own our Sabah Sanjal, and we shouldn't be controlled by any other party, but we should, look at the interests of Sabah Sanjal. That being the case, I was elected as an independent candidate. Fine, it's true, and you are right. My father is a well-known person in Sabah Sanjal. He was a veteran politician, and he has done a lot of efforts towards the development of Sabah Sanjal. So as the saying goes, like father, like son. We will take the footstep of our father to make sure that we push for the interest of Sabah Sanjal and the interest of the country as a whole. If it was possible to move or to cross carpet tonight to the NPP, I will definitely do that, because Sabah Sanjal voted NPP. 72% of the votes was given to President Barrow. For that being the case, I feel that Sabah Sanjal, as a constituency, have enough confidence and trust in His Excellency, the President, and thus I don't think it would be possible for me to do anything other than supporting the interests of the NPP government and supporting the national interest. And you can't do that without supporting the government. and the government of the day, the president is His Excellency President Barrow.
You are just telling me that you are going to support the National People's Party.
What I'm saying here is I will support the national interest, and in doing so, you cannot do it without supporting the current government. And the current government now is NPP, led by His Excellency President Barrow. So if there was any clause in the Constitution that would allow me to cross carpet tonight, I will definitely give my declaration. But because the Constitution didn't allow me to cross carpet to the NPP, I will definitely give my support 100% to the NPP government, because my constituency voted the NPP government by giving them 72% of the votes. So to keep that confidence, I really have to support the NPP government.
Thank you very much for having you. Thank you very much. That was, of course, the independent candidate for Sabak Sanyal. Well, he's supporting the National People's Party. He said, of course, we are going to have another candidate, I believe. I am told. It seems like as an independent candidate, but already talking about the National People's Party. He stood in Sabak Sanjal because of the National People's Party, according to him, and he's going to support the interest, of course, of the nation. And then if the Constitution have allowed him to cross carpet to the National People's Party today, of course, he would have done the same, according to him. So we are going to have another candidate, and that is the candidate that is the United Democratic Party candidate. You are live on Kerr Fatou. Tell us your name and your constituency.
Thank you very much. My name is Modulamin Biba. I am from Banjul North constituency.
Why do you think people are surprised that you won Banjul North? The people were not looking forward seeing the United Democratic Party candidate winning in Banjul North.
But I don't think it's supposed to be a surprise, because it is something that people should know that I contested in 2017 as a young person, which was not possible for me to be the National Assembly member for the constituency. And from there I started working so hard, making sure that my people really understand my agenda to represent them at the National Assembly, which I believe this time around, when it comes to the parliamentary election, they decided, and Banjul not decided, to vote me in to be their representative at the National Assembly.
Is it because of your popularity in Banjul, because you serve as the public relation officer for the Banjul City Council? Is it because of your popularity or the United Democratic
That might contribute, but I believe as a representative, ever since what I've been doing is to empower women and youths of my community and my constituency for that matter. So I believe it is something that they have seen, that I will represent them well at the National Assembly. So that is why they decided to vote me in, which I believe also it is very important for me, because a part of my agenda is to introduce a better representation, that is to address the needs and the concerns of the people of my constituency and by extension the Gambia at the National Assembly.
There are parliamentarians in your party who were expelled from the party because they were not loyal, quote unquote, according to the United Democratic Party. Do you think you will maintain supporting United Democratic Party for the next 5 years?
For me, you can see I came under the ticket of United Democratic Party, and I am United Democratic Party, and I am going to represent the people of Banjul North and by extension the Gambia at the National Assembly.
So are you going to be loyal to the United Democratic Party for the next 5 years?
If you talk about loyalty, you have to be more specific, because for me, coming under the ticket of
example, Mr.
coming under the ticket of United Democratic Party, meaning I am United Democratic Party. So that is very clear.
Thank you very much for having you.
Thank you very much, Boba.
Thank you very much, and congratulations for your win. So we are going to have another candidate here. All right, you can no, you can sit down, no problem.
Seniority la ñun amitage lañ dem.
All right, amitage, that is independent for Janjambure, right? Tell us your name.
My name is Omar Jato Jamme, Honorable Omar Jamme.
Why do you think you win the seat in Janjambure?
The reason that I think I win the seat in Janjanbureh is I won the hearts of the electorate. They were convinced that I would be their right representative, and they have done the right thing by voting for me to come and represent them here.
As an independent candidate, a lot of people were accusing you of that you will cross capital the National People's Party. What is your stand about that?
That is individual perceptions, and I wouldn't have a lot to say about that. But from my own point of view, I want to believe that I won as an independent candidate, and I will remain as an independent candidate. And I am glad that I am on record. I will remain as an independent candidate, and nothing can change that.
So you will remain as an independent candidate for the next 5 years?
I won as an independent candidate to serve the people of Janjanbureh in the National Assembly for a period of 5 years. And I will remain independent for the coming 5 years until my term comes to an end. Nothing can change that.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much for having you.
It's
so
a
let's
pleasure,
have another,
brother.
Candidate here. So I believe the technicians are going to help me with that. We have another candidate here. Tell us your name and your constituency.
My name is Omar Job from Nyani constituency.
Nyani constituency. Are you an independent candidate or you are on?
Yes, I am an independent
candidate. Why did you stood for independent?
I stood as an independent candidate as a result of the demand of my people. After a selection that was done, my people deemed it necessary that they need me in the National Assembly member, and they encouraged me to contest as an independent candidate.
Interesting. Which party were you supporting before going for independent?
Before going for independent, I first tried to apply on the NPP ticket. So after that, that was the time that my people faced me and said that let me contest as an independent candidate.
But did you even apply? Is it that you applied, you were not taken and you are angry?
I applied, I did the interview until the selection time. That was the time that I was dropped.
Okay, you were dropped and you were angry and you went for independent.
It was not a matter of being angry or so, but I feel that my people need me in the National Assembly and they feel that I can represent them, and they encourage me to go in for independent.
Are you maintaining independent for the next 5 years, or you may go back to your party?
The question of whether to maintain independent for the next 5 years or to go back to the party, everything has to be decided by my people now, because I am not representing only one voice here, but I'm representing the entire people of Nyani. So you can see that the representing Nyani, I have to go back to them, discuss with them, and to know whether I'm going to remain as an independent or whether I'm going to support the majority leader or the minority leader has to be decided by my area.
What is your individual opinion about going back to the National People's Party?
My individual opinion at the moment is to everything is given back to my people. Everything is given back to my people. It's from them.
Your own perspective. What do you think?
Yeah, it's from them that I am going to decide. And being independent or being part of the National People's Party, the most important thing here is that approving policy that favors your area. Even if I'm in the National People's Party or I'm with any of the political party, UDP or any other political party, when they come up with something that I feel that is not good for my country or is going to disturb my people, I cannot vote it, yes.
So if your people are saying you should support the NPP, it's obvious that you are going to support them, right?
If my people said so, then obviously it can be, but it has to be on policies that will promote the life of my people.
All right, so what do you have to say before I take a leave of you?
I just express my sincere thanks to the entire people of Kerr Fatou and the entire people of Nyani who voted me into power for having the truth and the love for me to represent them in the National Assembly. And I'm calling all the other candidates who stood against me to come and join us for us to develop Nyani. Another politic time is over, and now it's time for development.
Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you so much.
All right, thank you very much for having. That was an independent candidate. You can just place it there. Thank you very much for coming. Yes, that was another independent candidate for Nyani. As I said, we'll have another candidate here. Yes, thank you very much. We'll have another candidate. You can just come and that is it is Yunusa Esba, Kiang Enba. Sorry for that. To N. Enba. Kiang Central, independent.
Yes.
Welcome. Why do you think you won as an independent?
It's simply because I was the choice of the people. Number one. Number two, I have been working in the constituency for some years. I am very well known there. I am a teacher. I taught a lot of people there, and I help a lot of people there also as far as development is concerned. This is why when the selection was done, they selected a wrong person. People react, get angry, and then try to select me. And then
who selected a wrong person?
On the NPP.
The National People's Party.
The National People's
so
Party.
So that means you were supporting NPP before.
I was supporting NPP. My people also support NPP, and then we all wrote to apply for the position.
Why do you think Fafa was not the right person?
Pardon?
Why do you think Fafa was not the right person?
Fafa was not the right person. Number one, he's not very well educated. He's not known within the people. He's not known within the constituency. This was why he was rejected, but they used it as a force because the committee made the selection in their favor, and people react. The choice of the people was I, the Honorable Mr. Yunusa Enba. This is why we went for independent, and then we go ahead. So luckily, thank God, we won it very seriously. Because the gap there, it is for 833 votes. That's what I defeat them for NPP and UDP.
Interesting. Now, you are from the National People's Party. What are we expecting from Yunusa? Are you going to maintain your independence, or you are going to support the National People's Party in Parliament?
I will maintain my independence, but whenever a bill is passed at the National Assembly and the bill is in the interest of the people of the Gambia, then I will support that bill. Yes.
Interesting. What do you think the people of Kiang Central needs right now?
The people of Kiang Central lack so many things. They want so many things from me, and they are expecting so many things from me. What is that? Example, electricity. There is no electricity in the southern part of Kiang Central.
Why are you telling us something that is not your responsibility?
Pardon?
That is not your responsibility as an MP.
Well, of course, because I represent them. I'm going to represent them in the House, and they give me their complaint. They show me their problems. I go there. They explain.
You just forward the complaints, but you are promising them that you are going to bring electricity to them.
Yeah, not only electricity.
I'm telling you, it's not a responsibility. You can only forward these problems, but you cannot.
I will forward it to the extent that either from private sectors or from the government sides, until I make sure that this thing is seen in Kiang Central.
Are you happy that Fabakary Tombong Jatta and Sidi Njai are your speaker and deputy speaker?
Yes, I am very, very happy, honestly.
Did you vote for them to be speakers?
Yes, I voted for them.
Thank you very much for
Thank you very much.
All right.
God bless you.
Thank you very much for having
on top of that, I'm thanking my electorates. I'm saying a big thank to them. I'm praying to them for long life in advance. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. You can place it there.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for having you. That is Yunusa Enba. Enba, yes. Thank you very much for having you. I definitely appreciate. That is Yunusa Enba for, of course, Kiang Central. He defeated, of course, my man, that is Fafa Sanyang. Unfortunately, hard luck to Fafa. Yunusa, of course, is an independent candidate, but he's from the National People's Party. It seems like most of these independent candidates are from the National People's Party, as indicated by Sidi Njai before. Thank you very much. We have the APRC strongman now, that is Dudu Jah. Welcome, you are live on Kerr, Fatou.
Thank you very much.
What did you make up of these National Assembly elections?
I think I have predicted a very long time ago that based on my own expectations, it will be 50-50. Anybody can win, even independent candidates. And that is what has surfaced. Looking at both angles, the alliance, the opposition and independent candidates, making my count, those that the president nominated, you have 29 on each side. So my 50-50 prediction has finally landed.
Are you disappointed that you've not get any single seat from Fonyi?
Not disappointed. It's something we expected. Looking into the alliance agreement, they said for all the parties, the number of seats they have in parliament, that's what they will maintain, and the rest would be NPP candidates. But we insisted. We told them that Fonyi, the situation and the condition, it's 50-50 also. We might win, we might lose. And we don't want to put all our eggs in one basket. So we're going outside Fonyi to put up candidates. And we opted for another 5, but that was reduced to 2, which was Bundung and Joshua, and both we won. Which shows that we put into consideration that relying on Fonyi alone, we could lose, because they've been very angry with this current government, with situations happening. They feel they've been sidelined, they've been neglected, so they will campaign against the government.
Do you think the coalition between the National People's Party and APRC is going well? Recently you've said that if you are in an alliance with someone, you have to come together and work together.
Exactly.
Does that signify that you people are not coming together and not working together?
With together, the alliance still holds, it still stands. But people in charge, sometimes I don't know how exactly to define it. But it is as if, one, they fail to understand what is the actual meaning of alliance. 2, I will take it that people want to be in the driving seat. They want to be in the forefront to show the president that they are the ones doing all the work for credibility purposes and maybe for reward purposes. That's the way that I take it. But if you know what alliance signifies, that is your strength, your power. If you solidify it, it definitely gives you the results that you desire. That's why I said it will be 50-50, because the alliance was not up to par as what was expected for them to deliver.
Interesting now that Fabakary Tombong is nominated as the speaker and Sidinja is the deputy speaker. We are expecting that APRC would know the positions that they will hold in Barrow's government or the next cabinet. What are you expecting, or what are you told?
Not actually. Fabakary being selected or nominated as a member of parliament and finally being elected as the speaker, it comes to us as a surprise. We've been saying it. There's nothing specific. Even you go to APRC, a lot of them was thinking he will be vice president. People have been insinuating that he will be vice president. And here it comes, he's the speaker of the National Assembly. So I am saying we're not expecting much from cabinet. It is up to the president. Those that he trusts, those that he feels can serve, he is the one to make that choice, but not APRC or any other party. We await for that. Maybe 1 or 2 positions, it could be more than that, it could be even less than that, it could even be none. The prerogative is with the president.
It seems the president is not communicating to you people then. If you say the nomination of Fabakary came as a surprise to you and your followers, is he really communicating to APRC now?
Of course he's communicating. For me,
why is it a surprise then?
Yes, I'm talking about generally as APRC. Whatever comes from the president is confidential. You don't go out there at the banter bar and you relate it to people. For me, I knew about it that there was a proposal for it. But a proposal is a proposal. The president could change his mind anytime. He could wish a position for somebody and he sees somebody better or feels that you must man a better position or more important than that he can change. So there was no need for us to let the cat out of the sack unless it is definitely proven that that will be the final position that's going to be given.
What is your take on his nomination as the Speaker of the National Assembly and Sidinjai?
For me, I believe that is the best position he can man. He is somebody, when I engage him, he said, I don't have any specific position, it's up to the president. Even if he appoints me as a watchman and I can do it, I will accept it. And he gave me one advice when I spoke with him about this position. He said, the president is at liberty to choose whomever he wants. If he desires a position for you, he said, accept it if you can deliver. But if you choose for yourself, that position, you won't stay long because it is as if you have specific interest in it. This advice I got from him. He has been parliament for 2 decades as a member of parliament. And 10 years as majority leader and head of government business, nobody lectures him about parliament. I don't see any candidate more capable, more competent among those who were nominated to man that position of being Speaker of the Assembly more than the Right Honorable Fabakary Tombong Jatta. Sidi Njai likewise. Yeah. He has served in parliament. And Sidi is somebody that people undermine, but he knows the 97 Constitution, because most of these laws, when they were amended, was during their time when they served under APRC. So he's very much au fait with the laws, and he's somebody who can definitely deliver, I believe.
All right, for the last question, people their critics are saying that Sidi Njai in 2016 refused the president to be sworn in this country, and Fabakary also was part of the people who passed the 90 days state of emergency, that they should have not been nominated by the president. What is your take on that in 1 minute?
Well, first with Sidi, if people say that Sidi refused, Sidi never had those powers.
He was the Minister of Information.
Yes, as a minister, you have your limits. He just sounded his opinion, his mind, but no powers at all for Sidi to stop any swearing ceremony. Sidi doesn't have the power. So it really looks funny sometimes. People still believe that it is Sidi who stopped it. I definitely does not believe that, because I know Sidi doesn't have the powers. I knew at the time that Sidi was not in charge to say no to that. When it comes to Tombong, it is the law that states otherwise. It is embedded in the 97 Constitution to declare a state of emergency. It's not something that was taken from nowhere, but from the 1997 Constitution, when they felt it was a threat to the nation. Others could feel otherwise, that it is no threat. So it was a matter of opinion, and it was a matter of standpoint, how people saw things at different angles. It's like 6 and 9. We stand at different angles. This one is saying 6, the other is saying 9. But the laws are there.
All right. Thank you very much for having you, Mr. Jah.
Always a pleasure.
Thank you very much. That was, of course, the APRC strongman, of course, Dudu Jah. Thank you very much for having you on the show. You can sit down. Bakary Baji, that is Fonyi Bintang. Bakary Kebaji, I'm very sorry. Bakary Kebaji for Fonyi Bintang. You stood as an independent. Why do you think you win? This is our second interview, right? Why do you think you win?
Why do I think I went as an independent?
Why do you think you win in Fonyi Bintang?
Why do I think I win? Because I have ever been realistic towards my campaign, and I need to tell the people the reality.
What was the reality that you tell people?
I told them that I am not an MP that will promise to buy an aeroplane for the people of Fonyi Bintang. I'm not that MP that is going to promise Fonyi Bintang that I am going to build roads for them. I am going to build senior secondary schools for them. I told them that the only thing that I can do, I can go to the parliament, argue for good laws to be made to govern us. One. The second thing I told them is, like, I can advocate for development. I can also push forward critical agendas and think critically for the problem of our nation to be solved.
Interesting now that you are selected as the National Assembly of Fonyi. What people are saying is most of the independent candidates will defect to the president. Are you part of these people?
If Allah see me doing defecting to NPP, let Allah take my soul.
You will never defect to
I
NPP?
will never defect to the last dot. If Allah sees such a thing from my side, let Allah take my soul.
Interesting. Is it because you are representing the NATO alliance, or there is a cost that is put on you people that no one should defect?
In the absence of NATO alliance, in fact, I can tell you in reality that Adama is not the kind of governance system that we need. The way we are governed, we don't definitely appreciate it. You understand? We need a government that will come and move the Gambia to the promised land. That is actually what we are yearning for.
Are you happy that Fabakary is your speaker and Sidi Njai is the deputy speaker of the house?
It has been. Whether happy or not happy, it has been.
But are you happy?
But then the parliament will come to know that they are competent parliamentarians to sit and decide over critical issues.
He promised to be a very good leader, a very neutral leader. Are you not moved by
he sweared in without fear or favor. You understand? So I wish he adhered to it. But nevertheless, let us see what is going to happen next.
What are you expecting in the parliament for the next 5 years?
For the next 5 years, I think the parliament will be a just parliament. The parliament will be a place of hope for everybody. And the parliament, its dimension and the narration will totally change in the interest of the Gambian people. The teachers, their welfare will be represented. The nurses, their welfare will be represented. The doctor, the police officers and all the security sectors, their interests will be represented. The farmers, your interests will be represented. The fishermen, your interests will be represented. The laborers, those innocent Gambians, the students, the women, the youths, their interests will be represented in the parliament, and it will be properly defended.
All right. Thank you very much for having you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for having you. That was, of course, Bakari K. Baji Fonyi Bintang, the independent candidate for Noto Alliance. So we're going to have another person, of course, here. You can take the mic and introduce yourself.
Thank you so much. My name is Opanyome constituency.
Omar Dabo, member for Opanyomi constituency. Why do you think you are re-elected again?
Well, I think the promise have been made in 2017 campaign, and no promise have been fulfilled. And that's the reason why my people have confidence in me to elect me back to the National Assembly.
Don't you think a lot of people are not happy with you, looking at the margin that you won in 2017 compared to this year?
I think the margin I won this year and compared to 2017, this one is bigger. 2020 is bigger than 2017.
Comparing the opposition together and your margin, I mean, the opposition that stood against you.
Yes, I agree with you 100%. Because I scored like 4,044 votes, and second to me is 2,700 something.
And the other candidates also have votes.
Yeah,
so putting them together, it seems like you would have
putting
lost.
Them together, yes, but in the margin.
Let me come. Putting them together means you would have lost the election, right?
That's a presumption.
I'm telling you,
no,
this.
that's
You can do the mathematics.
No, that's
but
a,
then, okay,
that's a
now let me come to this. Don't you think all those more than 3,000 to 4,000 people who voted against you, they are not happy with you?
No, they are not. That doesn't mean they are not happy with me. All those candidates stood with me. They only won in their home villages. Nothing more, nowhere.
We are not representing their villages.
I'm representing their villages. But you know, in Gambia, the typical nature of the politics, people look at a lot of things in common, like relationship, you know, from the same village, and also maybe ethnicity as well. But which is not that much important in Opanyomi, because people give, less regard to ethnicity.
You are from the United Democratic Party, right?
Yes, in 2017.
Yes, that's why I say from the United Democratic Party, right?
Yes, somehow.
Good. So this is a party that was definitely maltreated by the APRC, and then you were here in 2016, 2017, when Sidinjai says Barrow will not be sworn in here. Yeah. And Fabakari also was part of the people who contributed to the state of emergency for 90 days. Yeah. Are you happy that Fabakari is your speaker and Sidinjai is your deputy speaker?
Very, very happy indeed. If we can send the former speaker to foreign service in 2017, then there is nothing wrong for the President of the Republic to elect or select.
I am quoting what they did in 2016.
Yes, but he's part of those who passed that state of emergency. He was the speaker. Abdullah Bojo was the speaker then. So if there was no problem for the former Minister of Foreign Affairs to appoint him on foreign service, what's the problem for the President to nominate Fabakary Tombong Jatta as the Speaker of the National Assembly?
Are you going to continue supporting the President for the next 5 years?
What's the problem with that?
No, I'm not saying it's a problem. I'm asking a question.
Of course, I'm going to continue supporting him.
For the next 5 years?
For the next 5 years, inshallah.
Thank you very much for having me.
Welcome, my brother.
Thank you. That is, of course, Omar Dabo. You can place the mic there. That is, of course, Omar Dabo, the National Assembly member for Upper Nyomi. Thank you very much. And I have, of course, Yaya Sanyang, is the National Assembly member for Latrikunda Sabeji, of course, the man who, of course, take the seat of Honorable Sekuba Judge. Why you told me that you will win, and you won. Why do you think you win?
Yeah, I won based on my personality, based on my record in the constituency, and also my passing contact with the electors of that constituency, and also how powerful UDP is.
Sekuba Sekumaron was a very powerful man in Latrikunda Savage. When you stood, in fact, when APRC backed him, he said, I have already won. Did you have another strategy that you used that make you win this election?
Sheikh Umaro was never a powerful figure in Latrikunda Sub constituency. I always want journalists to rectify that point. He was never a powerful figure in that constituency. Okay. He was as powerless as an ant. That is why I wrestle him and nearly break all his ribs. Now, Sheikh Marong, I always say I don't want to talk about him during my interviews until you journalists propose his name to me. But he was never powerful. It was the power of UDP that made him won the 2016 election. And the APRC he's talking about, I have more APRC vote than Sheikh Umar this last election, this last National Assembly election.
Are you happy that Fabakary and Sidinjai are your speaker and deputy speaker?
I am so sad that we have the combination of these two to lead the affairs or to lead the services of this National Assembly. But I am telling all Gambians, don't be discouraged. Fabakary and Sidinjai will not have their way. Fabakary and Sidinjai will not be agent of Adam Barrow to come and displace priorities in that National Assembly. We will make sure that Fabakary and Sidinjai are only referees during debates. They are not going to manipulate any process. Let me tell that to every Gambian. Now, also what happened is very, very sad. That's why I've been saying this all the time. The problem in this country are the bad laws. You see how the speaker and the deputy speaker were nominated. All the other National Assembly members were constrained to make their observation because the law did not provide avenue for that. So that is why I said we the UDP National Assembly are not independent National Assembly member and no alliance National Assembly member. Our first priority is to change these bad laws of this country.
Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you very much.
Place the mic there. So let's have another candidate. Honorable Mahdi Cisse is also here. Mr. Cisse is definitely a surprise package.
Really?
A lot of people were saying that Mahdi will not maintain this seat. How did it come to happen?
Actually, maybe they are surprised, but not me.
Because your party, we are not having that confidence in fact that you are going to win.
You know, I had never said I was going to win.
No. You've already maintained that you will win, yes.
Yes, because it was not surprise because the people who are behind that are really just a handful of them and there are many. And I want to believe, in fact, those that are playing it are really not true United Democratic Party. So maybe they are playing a game.
What did you do to win?
I rely on the people of Serekunda, particularly United Democratic Party membership. You know, when the presidential election came, I used it as a benchmark, or even though I said it's not always the way. But Adama got 20,000 votes. There are 18 of them, 18 parties led by him. Our party single-handedly scored 8,000. I told my people, you know what? Let's just concentrate on our 8,000 and make sure that at least 5,000 or 4,000 go and vote, and I will win.
Are you happy that Fabakary Tombong Jatta and Sidinjai are the speaker and the deputy speaker of the National Assembly?
This is the most, I would say I am not happy, and I would say it's a mockery of democracy. You cannot have the likes of Fabakary Tombong Jatta, deputized by Sidinjai, at the helms of this very important building. Legislation. You go to the track record. One of the largest, because we have two main Islamic religious dominations in this country, Muslims and Christians. We know all of us elected are almost 99% Muslims, 100% Muslim, not a single Christian elected.
That's correct.
Why couldn't he nominate a Christian to be part of the National Assembly? He did not. So ignoring the Christian community is a big disaster. And it shows how slimly Adama thinks. These nominations, although it's not progressive in any democracy, but the genesis of the nomination from the First Republic is to bring in people who are marginalized. The women, the disabled, the business community,
the elderly people,
and elderly people.
Yeah.
That's the belief behind it. That is the principle behind it. But that has all watered down to zero. So to come to your answer, I am not the least happy about their nomination and their eventual election to be speaker and deputy speaker. But I always tell people, don't worry about it. They are only referees. They are representing only one person. That is the president who nominated them. The likes of us, 53, are elected. We represent the people. They have come through the window of this national assembly, not the main gate that we have walked with our heads up. So let them not worry about that.
Thank you very much for having you, Honorable. Thank you very much.
Most welcome.
So we'll have Lamin Cisse, Kiang West. Is also the National Assembly member for Kiang West, Lamin Cisse. Lamin Cisse has decided to, of course, join politics now. Mr. Cisse, thank you very much for having you. Why do you think you win in Kiang West?
Thank you very much. I win because I'm the right candidate and I'm the winning candidate. And Kiangas believe in my competency, that I am the one who is going to salvage them. I'm the one who can better represent them. So I have a win.
Now, looking at Kiang West, you had a United Democratic Party sitting MP who passed away, I believe.
Sure.
And then you contested in that parliament. What were they talking about? What do you think was the problem of Kiang West? Because most of the time you are in the Congress.
Yeah, pretty much I have to pay tribute to my uncle, Uncle Fatou Bakole. May his soul rest in perfect peace. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant him Janatul Firdaus. And Kiang West people, the constituency has been definitely left out. It has been marginalized and for quite a while. And for 57 years after independence, we never get a better road and we never get better schools. Our healthcare is the poorest in the country. And our schools are the poorest schools in terms of facilities, teaching and learning materials. We have the poorest schools, and you can see our students and the students in our areas in the senior secondary schools are not having science labs. So therefore, they have privileges to do only commerce and arts. So we are being marginalized for quite a while. So these are some of the problems that our people always talk about: good road network, electricity, pipe-borne waters, and as well we have more equipped schools and equip hospital, which is Karantaba Hospital, and that they really need to be equipped.
Unfortunately, there are a lot of people on the queue. Are you happy that Fabakary and Sidinja are your speaker and deputy speaker?
That's the least I'm going to be happy about in my life. I have advocated for it yesterday, and it's just that the law is very funny, and the reason why we couldn't vote and is that if there is another nominee that can come in and that accepted the nomination to be a Speaker of the House, then there would be elections. Then there we would outnumber them. But all the guys that we have nominated, and the nomination should be done from amongst the nominated members. So they've all declined it. But I am least happy because if you look at Fabakary Tombong, his track record, he has been the majority leader of the National Assembly for over 2 decades. For over 2 decades. Throughout President Jammeh's era, he has been the majority leader of the House. And what happened was that our constitution during his time has been amended 53 times. 53 times our constitution has been amended on the interest of the then President Jammeh, against the will and the interest of the Gambian people. And Tombong has been the author of those amendments in the constitution without the interest of the Gambian people. And when you look at the state of public emergency that has been put in during the impasse, it's Tombong who has put in that state of public emergency, who presented the bill and stood firmly for it and defended it. So I think we need a better, clean individual who is experienced enough, who has stood for Gambian people. But he is coming back to National Assembly, is reminding the peasants, is reminding the vulnerables, is reminding the victims who were being victimized by the bad laws in our constitutions by the President Jammeh. So I believe he is coming, is not good for our constitution. And coming to Sidi Njai, when you look at Sidi, it's more unfortunate. It's Sidi who stood as information minister, gazetted that the president is not going to be sworn in this country. And it has been done. He had to flew to Senegal for him to be sworn in. So if that Sidi Njai and Fabakary Tombong is coming back to the National Assembly, President Jammeh is coming back to the Gambia to me.
because the House is represented by the people who were working with President Jammeh for over 2 decades. So if Fabakary is coming, I think we need a better clean individual. I would say that without any fear of contradiction, that Fabakary is not clean enough to lead this kind of a respectable institution of the Gambia. So President Jammeh, President Barrow would have reviewed this decision to bring in a better people, an experienced individual, without looking at, political interests.
Thank you very much.
So he is trying to satisfy, them for supporting him.
Thank you very much for
you refuse to ask me about Fatou Jawara. Why?
Fatou Jawara, in just 1 minute, I know the queue is too long. What is your opinion about her?
Fatou has been rejected by the electorate.
Yes.
Electorate says, we don't want you. And the president says, you're going to go back there and represent them. And they said, you cannot represent me. This country, these are moral issues that shouldn't be left out by our justice. Our judicial system shouldn't have to be based things on law, because the amendments that are taken in this law, there are some of the things that are not favoring the people of the Gambia. But the moral issues should have also been looked at. The people of the Gambia are saying, we don't want Fatou Jawara. The president is saying, whether they want you or not, I'm going to bring you back there. And Fatou, I don't have any fear for Fatou, because she doesn't know issues, she cannot debate on issues, she knows little about national issues. But when the disadvantage is that she's going to vote. She's going to vote when it comes to voting. She has the voting right. That's the disadvantage of it.
All right.
Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you very much for having you. I will bring you. You can place the mic there, and we have next Yaya Tamba for Noto Alliance. Yaya, you are welcome. First, introduce your name. Introduce yourself.
Thank you very much. I am Yaya Tamba, Honorable Yaya Tamba, Deputy Party Leader for APRC Babili Mansa.
Why did you withdraw?
Well, I decided to withdraw so that I can handle the political trend of the movement very well.
What makes you people to win the entire Fonyi?
Well, it is the conviction of the people of Fonyi. The people of Fonyi have decided that they have to make their own choice independently. We supported them, and that's what happened, and that's why they have won. Not us, but the people themselves.
Is it true that because you capitalize on campaigning about this Kasama Senegal issue, that's the reason you won for it?
No. When we joined the campaign with them, what we used to tell them is, if we are elected, if our people are elected to the National Assembly, we are going to dwell much on policies. And policies is governance. So our focus is to ensure that policies, national, international policies, are adhered to and is executed for the interest of the government. This was what we are campaigning.
Now, you are Noto Alliance. You are not in support of Fabakary joining the president, Fabakary and the crew. Now that Fabakary is the Speaker of the National Assembly and Sidinja is the Deputy Speaker, are you happy about this decision?
It's not a surprise that Fabakary becomes the Speaker because he has already sold his life, he has sold his dedication, he has sold his political career to NPP. So this is the portraying of his prayer. No doubt about that. I'm not surprised. I know this is going to be the reward that they are going to give.
But what are the consequences of nominating him as a Speaker?
Well, it's rather unfortunate. But looking at his age and his health-wise, Fabakary should have surrendered to a better, brighter youth to handle this position.
All right. Last, before I take a leave of you, I want to ask you about your 5 National Assembly members. Do you think any of them could join the president or any other party?
We are not foreseeing that, and this is not our slogan. These are not the NPP members. We are very, very, very open to ourselves, and we are APRC No Alliance. We have voted not to go with NPP. Our people are going to the National Assembly looking into the affairs of the country, not into partisan issues.
Thank you very much for having you, Mr.
It's a pleasure.
Tamba. Thank you very much. And we have now Almame Jiba of Fonyi Councillor. You can place the mic there. Almame Jiba of Fonyi Councillor is our next JCR. Well, Mr. Jiba is equally my lecturer though. First, congratulations.
Thank you so much, Buba.
What do you think makes you win this election?
As I do spoke in the last nomination day, that you question in Brikama. My winning heralded from the majority of my people, the trust and confidence that they have. And I have been a serving member years passed before even opting for the National Assembly. I'm an activist, a human rights fighter, and also a trainer. And again, I also support the needy people, irrespective of the political affiliation. So these are all issues that has connected together. And my dean also contributed, to make sure all this concatenated together purely show the victory.
Now, Amul was someone who actually always talks about the problem of Fonyi. And then you said Amul was not representing your people very well. That's why you stood against him. And you've won this. What are the people of Fonyi Council or Fonyi in general expecting from you?
One, the expectation is freedom. Freedom in sense means the occupancy that on daily basis my people are harmed from Bulok to Kalaji. And the war best of it is the arsenal that are stationed in Fonyi and also in Kanela. The expectation is clearly indicated that they need that person that will be raising the flag for the government to see that Fonyi is a taxpayer region and they deserve to be served. And they also deserve to get the better education status and the health aspects. And the division that the government has made to those people of Fonyi is still reflecting to those people who are Fonyi. And they believe so. When the change begins, we will see a different thing. And not only that, we will also put pressure to the government to make sure those intimidation, the military occupancy, a half month, 3, 4, 5 months of education, stop again, will be history.
Now, you stood for the NATO Alliance, and then their agents, the APRC joining the president's camp, that is the National People's Party. And then it seems like you have 5 candidates in Fonyi, that is the NATO Alliance candidate. What do you think, do you think the candidates in Fonyi, that is the 5, are you expecting any of those continuing with the president, or they're going to stay independent for the next 5 years?
No, we are independent. The reason why we stand solely was the affection that those people of Fonyi are facing. Fonyi was ignored. Fonyi was militarized. Fonyi children, sons and daughters.
I ask this question because other people stood independent and joined the president. Some people were with other political parties and joined the president. Do you think you are going to maintain this?
No, for me, actually, my mission and vision is clear. That I see that Fonyi, and I will only take a move when the rightful decision of my people, I am only subjected to make any changes by my people. And I will also consolidate.
Will you ever see yourself joining NPP or any other party?
No, for me, actually, the agenda, my agenda and that of NPP is Baina Samai wal Ard. It's different between the 7 heavens and earth. They don't marry together. So people who are not even the same mom or they don't marry together, it will be different for you to bring them together. It is only if I have, agendas to consolidate. One, that militarization of Fonyi, that freedom that people of Fonyi need. And again, the injustices that it has been laid to the sons and daughters of Fonyi. Today they are thrown away from their work without no explanation. And again, you look at the educational status quo. The children are not going to a proper schooling. And you look at the terms of healthcare system, farming mechanization, machineries of farming has been seized. So in so doing, I will not go and join a bandwagon that is not standing for the life and the livelihood of my people. And I will not, and I will also pay a high price if I try so. Just as the same people who have joined pay the price. So the people, the power belongs to the people. So I believe sure, I will only act based on principle and the rule of law, and also for the right and the livelihood of my people. What my people want, I will work towards. If it's not in line, I'll advise them. I am going to be, more position. My representation will be what we call consultation representation. I will consult, represent them, ask and represent them. Whatever I think I should guide them, I will also guide them. And I will also make sure I reach all the corners of my people of Kansala. Today, as I live, in my 100 days, I'll make sure I meet them, propose them a thank you to say
thank you.
What you have did is enough.
So, what is your take on the nomination of Fabakary Sidinyai and Fatmata?
Yeah, generally, it's the right of the president, to choose whoever he wants. And based on those choices, the tag message based on the constitution and constitutionalism says it is only voting will only be done by the 5 nominated. If it was open and said everybody who is a parliamentarian you can stand and we vote for you, we could have seen a different thing. But they said voting could only be done with only the 5 nominated. And as per the look in the chambers, it is clearly demonstrated that they've already made their positions clear. They've already made their choices with those 5. If, for example, you said, you nominated me, and the person that you nominated said, I am not, I am declined, you will decline until the rightful choice that they have made is known. So I don't have any problem in that. What I want to make sure it happens is, position is an amanat. It's a responsibility. Being the speaker doesn't use to make sure you use and cajole others or to deny other people's right. It is a representation, and in this house, it's not NPP, APRC, or UDP. It's about the Gambia. And I believe so. If we all fight for that Gambia, we'll see a different Gambia and have people.
Thank you very much for having
Thank
me.
you.
Thank you very much. That was Almame Jiba for Fonyi Councillor. He, of course, defeated Amol Nyasi of Fonyi Councillor. Now, probably people will be asking, why do we only have Omar Dabo? Why do we only have Omar Dabo from the National People's Party? People have approached other candidates of the National People's Party, but the information that they gave me is they refused to come. So we are going to tell them thank you. We will continue to engage them in our other engagements. If they are ready, we are going to give them the platform and we will interview them. We thank Omar for coming and other candidates for coming to Kerr Fatou. So ngal tentukal jeba ke medana le janne. I have to thank the entire crew. Mustafa was with us before leaving, and then we have Charles Elvis Ngok, who is the of course the leader of the team, that is the technical team. Charles Elvis Ngom, thank you very much, and then Sire Drame, thank you very much. Fatou Silla on the camera, thank you very much. And then you have Landing Cisse, who was doing all these arrangements with Lamin Fati. Thank you very much, Landing Cisse and of course Landing Foye ito ya sitin da kono la ma bulano ko Landing. So Landing Cisse and Lamin Fati, we are the one doing all this arrangement pour ñelbe futananjang, and the young Mustafa. We thank you very much, and we continue thanking you, and we thank you for trusting and continue to watch Kerr Fatou. I am Buba Gajigo. Bye-bye from me.
Hani sola lampol make it slow. Kenda manila para sola enterprise. Foto do mungul ganyi banko kanje be mutu es. Sumanu baro gunjurunko. Ikonga faleko namu badabanda. Ila sola la. Enye Gambia belo Gambia sola enter. Na sola enterprise. Sola nimbati kendo kurao de dasala aboro sinenamo kaji sena odila Gambia sola enter na sola enter na sola enterprise jaliwo sola kende soto yeah jali man fofena o sola kende soto. Na enterprise sumanu baro kunjurunko.
Islamic microfinance is becoming an increasingly popular mechanism for poverty alleviation, especially for developing countries around the world. This microfinance service adheres to the principles of Islam as a form of social responsibility. Yona Islamic Microfinance is the Islamic microfinance of choice in the Gambia, trustworthy and reliable. At Yona Islamic Microfinance, we provide savings products, current accounts, financing products in conformity with Islam. In addition, Yona Islamic Microfinance also offers local and international remittances, Takaful Fund, management of Zakat, management of Awqaf, trading and investment, and building of strategic partnerships to bring financial services to the doorstep of the poor with donor projects, madrasas, youth organizations, women groups, and farmer organizations. Make a choice with Yona Islamic Microfinance today. For more information on Yona Islamic Microfinance, call 377-2151 or 9832-151 or visit Yona head office at Tipa Garage, Bakote, or visit any Yona branch located countrywide near you.
Agada.
Mbijan aganya.
Albaka.
Mbaka important.
Yo, nga transfer la sto.
Ya transfer la sto.
Ha, code nyinji.
Okay. Korsa. Nsila ID soto.
Ah, sa soto. Sorry. Agada.
Mbijan bro.
Albaka.
Mbaka.
Bara alla service o tariya.
Ah,
bare mo ki janna nun kunu bara tariya.
Ah, jannom yona forest de bureau. Gambia tonkon na no mbali ya bere. Ha. Birim koyna fo kato.
Bari si kodo kino kato nim fo bolong labe ko.
56 branches mola sota Gambia ja.
Ha?
Ha. Gambia kono ani Gambia bantala bankol. Nka kodo kiya bere. Kodo sifa fo falindiro fo nyaadi lafta memmen na kodi to poto nin kodi maraw. Jannam number 1 ti nyonta. Andum fana nata anoda enterprise sotale. Wolam nyindi ko domorol fana kol fana be firale de dadi man domorol dir fana beteat. Gambia dawda yalo ngam fa kendol sotale je.
Ha e wo moyo diat ha.
Apelenta
baraka ba. Ni mo lafta nyelan kendol e binaji.
Yalo bu kanila ko la baraka ba.
Yalo ndel chosano lo.
Baraka.